PPO network. So yeah, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your healthcare. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need: 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
For the latest in the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 6 to 8 for the Golf Shop Radio Show. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop here on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The primary election is August 2nd, 2022. Voting locations are open on Election Day from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. All qualified voters need to show ID. For a list of accepted IDs, visit arizona.vote. Still have your ballot by mail? You can return it at any voting location or a secure election drop box. Learn more about voting locations at arizona.vote or call 1-877-THE-VOTE. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Secretary of State's office.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. For years, I've been telling you about refinancing, new home loans, all the great stuff that the Lund Mortgage Team can help you with from start to finish. Now, things have gotten a little crazy, right? The rates were bouncing all over the place. Now they're officially higher than they've been in a long time. And now more than ever, I think it's important to have a mortgage professional that has been there, done that. Any Yahoo can sell you a mortgage when it's 2.75%. Those people are going away. The real professionals are the ones that are staying in business and helping their clients through this kind of tough time out there as far as mortgage rates are concerned. Those people are the Lund Mortgage Team. Matt Oliver, Lisa Lund, they've owned this team for a long time, over 2 decades in the Valley. They are the best in the business, and they will walk you through the process, whether it's refinancing now or probably more importantly, a new home loan. Let them do all the heavy lifting for you. Call today, 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940 or online, lundmortgage.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
Monday here on the Day of the Blender, our good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose there in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And all it took was Darcy Kumper, and here comes Keon's Washington Nationals Capitals. Hockey T-shirt.
Yep.
I haven't seen that since a long time, and now all of a sudden you're like, I got a goalie. Is this about Darcy Kemper? Is that what's making you wear this shirt?
Well,
no. Are you excited about the future?
You were doing stuff in the Palm Springs and things. I've been wearing this shirt, but I am excited about the future. Yeah, I mean, a team that can score lots of goals but cannot defend anybody now has a goalie, like a really quality Stanley Cup winning goaltender. Can't really say that that's a bad thing.
He's going to take more shots to the face than that girl in that Japanese video. You know what I'm saying?
Hello?
It's going to be, if you don't have good defensive men as well, that poor goalie can only do so much there, Keon.
Yeah, and I think they've got solid defensemen. I just think that the goalkeeping for them has been a thorn in their side for the last 3-4 seasons. It's been a rough stretch of just not having a goalie that anybody likes. And you're rotating through a bunch of guys because you hate them all. I think at least you've got that solved.
Do you know why I started the show that way? Because I'm just tired of people calling this a family show. 888-368-1580. And I'll show them. So listen, last week we were able to give away the $100 gift card to Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. So we gave we gave that away, and it was fun. And the pictures were fun, and we posted those up on the social media. But now it's Monday, and we got to be thinking about what happens Friday, because we're going to give this thing away on Friday. And so before the show, we had a meeting, which was basically Keon and I talking, and Randy, drinking a lot, and occasionally.
That's what I do.
occasionally leaning into the mic and belching, saying things. But you know what? I figured we've got a week. I'm going to let Randy have his drunken say. What we are going to do is Randy's idea. I say this because if you don't like it, I want you to blame him openly. Okay? I'm putting this squarely on his shoulders.
I blame him. Who am I blaming?
Yeah, I'll explain later. All right. So here's what it is: 500 words or more. I guess we'll call it an essay.
500 words or more.
Okay. It should be, about the Daly blender. Why you love it, why you hate it, your thoughts about it, how you'd like to fix it, how you'd like this or that, or your memories, your histories, anything you want. Gonna leave that part to you. But Randy may not remember this from earlier, but he insists there has to be at least one illustration.
Oh, it's got to be illustrations. Whoever came up with this idea is brilliant.
One illustration, and I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to be judged by the illustration, but it might help. You know what I'm saying? It might, if it's a great illustration, it might push an otherwise uninspiring essay over the top. Or vice versa.
There's also, but I seem to remember there's no sad sob stories, Berg, about having a brain tumor. You don't know where your next meal is coming from, or you, Mr. Wilbur. I can't see, so it'd be nice to have a nice meal. I don't want to hear you.
I don't want a piece of paper with a bunch of dimples in it, Wilbur.
Yeah,
I don't
Wilbur.
read Braille. Have someone translate it for you.
We want to know happiness and joy-filled stories, and that is all.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So Berg, you're on notice, Berg. Okay, I'm just saying, you're on notice. And you too, Big George.
Why did Keon fall over?
I get it, Big George. Your dad died, but that was last week.
I want to hear no sob story.
Leave it.
My parents have been dead for 2 decades. Give me a break.
Yeah, and here I am. I can't wait for my mom to die. No, she just keeps going and going. Well, what about some sympathy for me?
Also, didn't Big George just invite us to a remote?
Yeah. That was supposed to be today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, I hope we're not on the speakers right now.
I knew I forgot something when I woke up this morning.
Oh, okay. Well,
this came out to remind me I forgot my pants, first of all. And then I there was something else eating at me all day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I don't think that he's listening right now. So it's all right. So anyways, you have your assignment. The essays must be in by the end of the show on Thursday. That'll give us time to do the homework checking thing that we're going to do, which basically we're just going to throw them at Keon and make him figure it out.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Well, he is the junior member of the show.
That's not true. We couldn't trust him with that, because here's what happens. Anybody says one nice thing about him, it's the winner. So no, we're not going to do that.
You know me well.
And I think what'll happen here is we're all going to read them, and then we're all going to pick 3 of the best ones, and then we'll discuss that on Friday. What we think, and I'm sure we'll be able to come to an agreement on at least one to win this $100 gift card to Kasai.
It's $100 gift card, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a $20 gift card. This is a C-note. This is $100 that we're giving you. So bring us your best, okay?
Yep, or as good as you can. So here's the thing: if you want to play the home game, and you're like, hey, I can't write an essay worth a damn, or my illustrations are just boo-boo. Well, you can play the home game. You go to Kasai Japanese Steakhouse, you buy a $100 gift card during their Christmas and July promotion, and they'll give you an extra $20. Now you got a $120 gift card. So that's like beating the system. You know what I mean? So if you don't win doing this, go get your card, man. $100 get you $120. You can't beat that. And I'll tell you what, I have been there with the family, and it is just a lot of damn fun. And the chefs are entertaining, and everybody has a good time. And no matter what you order, the food is good. I mean, we all ordered something different. Of course, I did. This is what I do with the kids. I'll just grab something on their plate and it's called taxes. I'm trying to teach them how taxes work. So I'm the government, and that chunk of your food I want, taxes. Taxes, So one of these kids tried to evade taxes, but I caught him. And I got mine.
Do you tax them regularly and then show up in April asking for more? just a big
No.
lump sum of everything.
No, I just tax them when I feel like it. So it's more like a third world country version of taxes. But still, they get the idea. They get the idea. So there you go. That's the assignment, ladies and gentlemen. A 500 words or more essay about the Daily Blender. Whichever direction you want to go with it is fine. But, you don't want it to be sad. Don't make it sad. Make it fun. Make it happy. Make it, whatever you want. And at least one illustration has to be included. I mean, how hard, we're not going to judge harshly your artistic abilities. Okay. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. We're not going to sit there like some sort of art critic and say, this use of the shadows are a bit pedestrian. No, we're not able to do that. So why would you need to worry about that?
Probably we won't judge it too hardly. Probably.
Are any of us a decent artist?
I'm okay.
Well, Keon is.
What do you mean? How are you okay?
I mean,
what do you draw?
Mostly people. Just
can you draw us? Can you draw us on the show?
I could, yeah.
Without getting fired? Because remember, if it's a caricature and I don't like it, I'm not liable to hold a grudge.
Yeah, I'm not really big on caricature stuff. I haven't drawn like an actual portrait of anybody in a while, but I could probably do it and it'd turn out okay.
Keon, draw me like your French girl. Wait, here it comes.
That would get me fired.
I think you should get us all fired. Thunder Snow says, congratulations, Keon. You got a top goalie. Yes, he did. Darcy Kumper. Mars Bars 805 says, happy Marley Monday, guys. So take an 805 and go Raiders. Mr. Pringle says, so there's no math involved, but we have to write? I call horse bleep.
Well, you don't have to
write.
Horse bleep? You could pound it out on the keyboard. Send us an email. You don't have to write the damn thing.
Well, they do have to scan their drawing. I guess they could go on just like it. Do they still have Paint on computers?
Well, I don't know.
You know what I mean? The app Paint where you just draw.
I sure hope so.
Because there's a lot of people going to be pissed if it's not there. Well, Pringle, you're writing every day we do this show. You're right. And I don't know if, I could go back on Friday and I could probably do a word count on all your texts. I bet you'd be somewhere close. 500 words is not that much, really. It's not that much, not if you think about it. So you can call horse bleep all you want, but that's the assignment, and we're sticking to it. So we're looking for your essays. Got to get them in by Thursday. We'll grade your papers Thursday night and Friday morning, and we'll have a winner for you on Friday. You got time. Don't put it off. And you can send it in anytime you want. Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. So it's simple as that. It's simple. You've got time to figure it out. We're also going to run it through plagiarism, software. So don't even try. Don't even try. Twitty, it says, I'm going to bow out of the essay contest. The only thing I can draw is flies and mosquitoes.
Well,
first off,
we
didn't
say it had to have an illustration of us.
No, not at all. No,
just an illustration.
Any illustration will do, Twitty. Any illustration will do. If it's in there, it will qualify. And Pringle, I just said, no, you can't plagiarize. He says, can we plagiarize? No, we're going to be running it through the software, man. No plagiarizing. Besides, who would you plagiarize about this show? The essay is supposed to be about this show. Love it, hate it, want to change it, like the way it is, have a funny story about it. Anything you want, man. Anything you want to do, just about the blender. It could have nothing to do with us. Could have something to do with, your encounter with a super fan, maybe at a remote or something, or just anything you want. You just got to be about the show. That's all. And it's your guys' show as much as it is ours. So don't think it has to just be about us, right? We don't have that kind of ego. We know better. So anyways, the email address, blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Anybody watch golf this weekend?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. You watched that British Open there? And
oh, my God. How about that kid, Cam Smith? How about that guy? Wow.
To answer your question, yes, Australia does have rednecks. That's right. The Australian version of John Daly won the British Open. Wow.
Tell you what. Wow. The way he went about it. Wow.
Yeah, very aggressive play, and it paid off for him, but I just couldn't stop looking at that greasy horrible head of hair he's got there. Holy moly. That's I had no idea they had those kinds of truck stops, where you get a haircut like that
in Australia.
Yeah.
Come on.
No idea. So all right. So, but here's the thing. After he won this thing, they started asking him, so you're going to join the LIV? There's some rumors you're going to do it. And he wouldn't answer the question. He's very dodgy about his answers there. And he says, no, my team worries about stuff like that. Come on, man. When you answer like that, you've just answered the question. That it's probably a good chance he's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, you won the Open Championship, and so now you probably are a little bit more relevant to the Live Tour. Could maybe cash that in and get many dollars, which I think is not the plan, but a possibility now that's on the table.
I read somewhere that the Saudis have put in $3 billion, billion with a B, into this thing. What does that money go towards? Are they just building golf courses? I mean, $3 billion? What does all the money go to, guys?
Well, it goes to the pool. Again, if you play in the Live Tour, even if you come in last place, you're guaranteed $120,000 payout.
Can you win $1 billion?
Well, you can't win $1 billion, but they've got to have, money. For example, the Open Championship, the 83rd, the last place guy, he made $30,950.
How much?
$30,950. Okay. Now, if this was sponsored by the Live Tour, the Open Championship sponsored by the Live Tour, he would have made $120,000. He was that far behind what the Live Tour does for a regular golf tournament.
As it stands now, do the Saudis have enough players? You know what I'm saying? Do they have enough guys to go out there?
I mean, it's growing. It's growing all the time. They've filed. I'm sorry, Keon. They filed to become noticed in the world rankings. So anybody who plays on the Live Tour can earn points towards the world ranking. So if they are accepted by the World Golf Ranking Association, this could really put some credibility to the Live Tour. Other than that, it's just a recreational type of tournament where guys are going out being paid by a terroristic government to go out and play golf.
They will not be, and the reason is what you just said. Because of their human rights record as well as terrorist, background, a lot of these, outside the United States golfing associations, I guess we'll call them, they're not going to do that. I mean, already, I was seeing how Sergio Garcia was, I guess the Ryder Cup captain was, giving him a whole earful of we kind of hate your ass. So I think that a lot of the different organizations are going to kind of slam the door on recognizing the Live Tour, not because of the players that went for the money. It's not because that they've turned their back on the PGA. It's because these are guys who have, if they don't have a horrible human rights background, they got terrorist background. There's so much wrong behind the people, behind the Live Tour that, how could you in good conscience help support that thing? And I think that's the trouble that a lot of people have with Phil Mickelson when he went, and with all these other guys that are going. It's like part of you says, yes, I understand the money. The other part of you is like, yeah, but there's got to be a line you draw.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to the big name guys, because when it comes to the guys I've never heard of before, I can definitely understand them with the money to go from couch surfing to try and make your golf dreams come true to just, hey, even if I'm last, $120,000 isn't bad. To go from that I understand when you're a smaller golfer. When you're Dustin Johnson,
selling your soul though.
It is, but I can understand the desperation that gets you there a whole lot easier. Than Dustin Johnson was never going to be impoverished. Dustin Johnson was winning PGA tournaments. So like, what are you doing?
It's all about the money. And I wonder if these guys really understand the rest of it. I'm not saying they're stupid, but again, how could you do that? How could you do that? Because that connection goes all the way back to September 11th. I'm not saying these are the same guys, but it's the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? 888-368-1580. Now, Sergio Garcia, when I saw that story that where he gave that interview, I thought for a moment he was going to quit the LIV, but it turns out I was absolutely wrong. I guess he's not feeling the love out there on the tour. And so Sergio Garcia is joining us right now. Sergio, you're quitting something. Are you quitting the DP World Tour or the Live?
I'm leaving the European Tour, the DP Tour. Yes. See.
Okay. All right. So what's going on with that? Why that as well as the PGA?
Well, I want to play where I feel loved. Right now in the European Tour, I'm not feeling loved. I mean, everybody's mad at me. They're calling me names. I won the Masters, and they keep calling me names. I'm happy with.
What sort of names, Sergio?
Well, the bad names. I could tell you, but I can't repeat them on the radio airwaves.
Okay. All right.
But I'm very happy with what I've achieved in my life. I won the Masters after all. I'm going to try to enjoy it. I'll play less, spend more time at home with my family. If I cannot play any more majors, that's the way it is, Que sera, sera, I think Doris Day said, But it's not something that bothers me a lot. I'm feeling sad because of the Ryder Cup right now. It is what it is, I'm not going to be selected for the Ryder Cup. That's the way it is,
So I heard that Thomas Bjorn used to be a captain for the Ryder Cup.
See,
he came over there to the BMW Championship and sort of gave it to you.
Oh yeah, he said we don't love any of you guys, and all the players say so. I already have an age. I've had enough suffering to be enduring this nonsense like this, So that's not pretty. I've given more than half my life to the European Tour. I wanted to continue playing, but I'm not going to be where they don't want me to be. I'm just going to take my golf clubs and I'm going to go home, see if I beat up your sand traps anymore.
Okay, so again, you realize a lot of the animosity is not just because you left the PGA. It's because of what these the Live Tour guys that are backing this stand for. How do you justify that in your life, Sergio?
What I don't know what you mean. Money is green. No matter where you go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some of it is dripping with red blood.
I didn't see any blood on the dollar bills I got.
What I mean
they're green and they work. You know what I'm saying? What about another Mercedes Benz?
No, I know. I appreciate that, but there's implications of human rights violations and maybe even terrorist ties to where all this money is coming from, Sergio.
Look, I don't care what kind of flies are on the golf course. I just go out to play. I don't care if it's terrorist flies or the fruit flies. I don't care. Just whatever kind of flies are out there. That's the way it is. I shouldn't be ridiculed. It makes me feel sad.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, you'll feel even sadder if you actually take a moment and read up on the Live guys. But okay. All right. Well, power to you, Sergio. We got to go. We're running late for a break.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever going to understand. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Major League Baseball heading into the All-Star break with the All-Star game on Tuesday night at Dodgers Stadium. The American League minus a run and a half plus 168 on the run line, while the National League getting a run and a half minus 205. On the money line, you can get the American League minus 102, the National League minus 116, the over-under sitting at 8. As baseball heads to the second half of the season later this week, the Yankees the favorite to win the World Series at plus 300. The Dodgers right behind them at plus 350. The Houston Astros plus 450. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwiners.com. Save 75% when you use the promo code ACTION75. Experts.winnersandwiners.com. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Christmas in July is back at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse in Scottsdale. For this month only, get a $20 bonus card for every $100 gift card you purchase. When it comes to Asian cuisine, no one does it better and more authentic than Kasai, where talented Teppan chefs create food, fire, and the fun of teppanyaki. Kasai Japanese Steakhouse is not just dinner, it's dinnertainment. Enjoy a memorable dining experience where a delicious 7-course meal is prepared right at your table with flair. It's the perfect choice for celebrations, date nights, or a night on the town. Choose from over 30 different items and combinations of teppanyaki, Asian fusion, and innovative sushi. Happy hour is always on fire and offered daily with specials on teppanyaki, sushi, and signature cocktails. Now through July, get your $100 gift card and $20 bonus card. Visit KasaiScottsdale.com. That's KASAI Scottsdale.com or call 480-607-1114. Christmas in July is back at Kasai Japanese Steakhouse in Scottsdale.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply. If you are a man over 40, listen up, because this could impact how much you're getting done during the day and at night. The harsh reality is, once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. Here's the good news. Nugenix, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC, has changed the game again for men over 40 with Nugenix Total T, their most powerful man-boosting formula ever. And guys all over America are raving about it. Jeremy P. says, this is the best product I found to raise T levels. I plan on using the product for the rest of my life. And how about Shane D? He says, I had no drive and was tanked out at the end of the day. After 3 months, my energy level is through the roof. I work out like most 19-year-olds. I am 47. Guys over 40, you need Nugenix Total T. And right now, you can get a complimentary bottle. Just text EDGE to 42424. It's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. But you can only get your complimentary bottle by texting EDGE to 42424. That's EDGE to 42424. Text EDGE to 42424.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Jim Rome lives here.
It's a lame take to say that this is the dead time of sports and that there's nothing to talk about. It's not 1965. There's lots to talk about. In fact, I think it's actually one of the funnier times of the year, because looking around and laughing at all the manufactured tripe that people are talking about, that's become a sport unto itself.
Jim Rome and the Jungle. Weekdays, mid-mornings on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic.
It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. I feel like a lobster in a boiling pot. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. The world's a Weber grill and I'm a Johnsonville brat. Yes, it's summer and I expect to perspire, but I'm like a marshmallow melting over a friggin' campfire. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. Every Instagram has a friggin' dashboard temperature shot. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. It's no longer global warming. This is friggin' global hot. It's like there's a demented kid with a magnifying glass, and I'm the ant running around while he's scorching my ass. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. Hotter than this Craigslist car stereo I bought. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. I must sell one of my kids to pay the AC bill I got. Like an ATL strip club booty clapping lap dance. So this is what it feels like to have habaneros in your pants. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot. It's friggin' hot.
Yeah, it's friggin' hot, man. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. And it's hot, getting hotter. And if it's not hot, it's monsooning. Oh, you see all them chimneys falling off the houses in Mesa. A, I didn't know they had chimneys in Mesa. B, do you see those power lines, those giant metal power lines crumbled like they were nothing? And then number 3, did you see that mobile home that was just completely flattened, just wiped out? Usually it's a meth lab that does that, but no, this was ridiculous. Was anybody killed? I hope nobody was killed.
Not that I know of, but it's a testimony to they just don't make things the way they used to. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's exactly what a mobile home does. That was built the same way forever. So but if the power lines, those things are supposed to be tall, steel, mighty things that can take anything, but they were just like, did you see them? They're just like toys out there.
Craziness. They just don't make things the way they used to, Jeffco.
Well, I guess I'll give that to you in the power lines, but no, that single wide that was just imploded. It's designed that way. That's going to happen no matter what. So anyway, what does the weather look like? When's the relief coming, Randy?
There is no relief until December.
All right.
And I'm not even going to fire off the music because I'm not going to lie to you. There's no relief coming at all.
Well, keep your head on a swivel. Listen, I was just getting ready to mock everybody for posting up. Oh, it's monsoons. Oh, it's this. Because here's the thing, Keon, you've been here a year, and I'm sure you're astounded. Like, why is everybody freaking out just over a little bit of rain? Other places, hey, it's raining. All right, cool. Here, oh my God, it's raining. It's the rainopolis. It's just the worst thing. Everybody freaks out. Oh, here comes a dust cloud. It's been happening forever. Nothing new is happening here, people. Not except for, it's probably hotter than it used to be. I'll give you that there, Al Gore. But I don't need to, every time a damn raindrop hits the ground, everybody goes freaky about it. Doesn't have to happen this way. I was just about to, and then all of a sudden I was like, ooh.
That's a bad one.
People along Gilbert Road and State Route 87 probably wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because they've been blown from there over to Buckeye. That's what happened. A lot of those people woke up in Buckeye.
Yeah, a lot of violent thunderstorms over the weekend, wasn't there?
So I guess it's going to keep going or something, right?
Well, I mean, now that the moisture's here, you can expect it to be circulating. You just don't know exactly when it's going to pop up, but you'll have those thunder showers popping up until we get a high pressure system and dries everything out. Right now, I mean, there's that circle of the low pressure system kind of working around Arizona, and it's drawing in a lot of that Gulf Stream cold or cool air, and that moist air is coming into the valley, and you mix that with the heat, bam, got yourself a good old thunderstorm.
Yeah, and it's funny. My dog was all acting up. He's just like, I don't have to listen to you. I don't have to, and he's just sort of being a turd. At first lightning hit, and he just ran over to me and right. I said, "You and me till the end, right, buddy? I'm just whatever you say, whatever you want. I'm right here for you. I'm right here." Yeah, that's what I thought, jackass. 888-368-1580. Fed fan says, "Okay, I wonder if Sergio Garcia could have told us what a terrorist fly looks like. They got those little weird bandanas."
Yeah.
Bruno Baller says, minus the power outages and the property damage, you do got to love the monsoon season. Yeah, it can be a beautiful thing. Until it starts ripping the roof off your house and crap. And that usually happens what we call, Keon, a microburst. I don't know if you had microbursts back in the South, but here it's where God just finds somebody and says, F you in particular. There goes your roof.
There was no microburst in the South. It was more of just your entire city. Now you're drowning. I hope you built a boat because that's where we're going now.
Here, it's very personal. Somebody done messed up.
Very isolated.
Yeah. It's like, wow. I just don't even understand how that funnel cloud got under that bridge. Okay. Boomer Sooner says, good afternoon, Blender Nation. I hope you guys had a lightning show like I had up here last night in North Phoenix. Sky was lit up like it was day. Randy, can I get a cold beer and a little Boomer Sooner, please?
Little Boomer Sooner, please.
There you go. Itty bitty Boomer Sooner. Kyler Murray size for you. 888-368-1580. Let's see. Chief Skull says, afternoon, guys. Live Tour is all wrong. Golfers are now working for employers that are part of a terrorist state, and they should now have to live in the Middle East to do this. But if our government does business with them, who am I to say it's wrong? Randy, what do you buy? Okay, I'm going to get to that in a second, Chief Skull. I'm going to go ahead and I'll mark your text as unread because I want to do that here in a moment. But yeah, that's it's a good point. But they're supposed to be our allies. I guess it's safer for all of us to be allies with the terrorist state, I guess, than it is to be enemies with them.
Well,
Go figure.
I just don't understand how we can still be allies after what happened on September 11th. I'm sorry.
They'll say, no, that was a dude from Pakistan.
Yeah. Well, guess what? They're training in your country, and it's a proven fact they're training in your country. And guess what? They're still training in your country. So I don't know how we do that. Well, I don't know how we equate that.
They've got that black gold over there that flows from the ground. We do, but when it comes to being ahead of the global market, you're friends with as many people who have it as possible. That's really kind of what it comes down to.
It's a disappointing thing, but we're not that kind of show, and that's for smarter people to figure out than us. But I agree with you, Randy. None of it smells right, Chief Skull.
It does not feel good. And it's one thing when you have like geopolitical stuff you've got to balance. And it's another thing when you're making that decision so you can make more money playing golf. It's just not quite the same.
Could this show balance all this geopolitical stuff? Yes. Do we want to? Bleep no. Bleep no.
Hell no.
What we want to talk about right now is abortion. And I want to keep it light.
The phone lines have just lit up.
Not that kind of show. Thunder Snow says, Jeffrey, I'm about to blow your mind. There are rednecks in Canada too. Just go to Calgary. I know they're Hicks. There are Hicks there, but they're not rednecks. They're a little bit more sophisticated Hicks. That's why I wouldn't call them rednecks in Calgary. Anybody could tell you the difference. It would be Keon. Keon spent an awful lot of time in the real South. And from what we have seen of the counterparts up in Canada, my God, so many of them can read.
If you look at them, they look the same. The conversations, they branch. You're not talking to the same person.
Much more sophisticated in Canada. Yeah, it's a true story. I'm sorry. I know people are like, well, you like your stuff, them Canadians and the Canadian. Why don't you go live there? Shut up. Donnie says 55 days till we kick 2 different types of dog crap out of Aaron Rodgers. Skull. Okay, take it easy there, man. Take it easy there. Wow. We are going to talk an awful lot of football on the show today. That'll start in the next hour. And yes, I am going to take a moment and talk about your hapless Minnesota Vikings. So be ready for that. Mr. Pringle says, I'm going to have my mom write my essay. All right. Pringle's already disqualified.
All right. DQ for Pringle.
Yep. He says, got back yesterday from a baseball tournament in Milwaukee. High temps all week were in the mid to upper 70s. Oh, terrific weather.
Yeah, but what was the humidity like?
You know, no, Randy, I got this. Yeah, if you like that Milwaukee so much, why don't you just take yourself there and move there? I'm so jealous. Except for the humidity, right? And the mosquitoes the size of a Yugo. Good luck. 888-368-1580. All right, so now on to something that Chief Skull was curious about, and that was how the Diamondbacks did in the Major League Baseball draft, and they picked a guy who doesn't know how to spell his name. Drew with a U, D-R-U-W Jones. What do you think of Drew Jones out of Wesleyan?
I think it's a great pickup. This is Andrew. Maybe you remember Andrew Jones with the Braves back in the day. This is his son, and this guy's got all the skills.
Also didn't know how to spell his name. The hell?
Yeah. Well, they're from, is it Curacao they're from? I can't remember. But anyway, Drew Jones, to pick up for the Diamondbacks. I thought for sure the Orioles were going to pick him up. They went another direction, so we got Andrew Jones' son, and I think it's wonderful. I hope the Diamondbacks will do with Andrew Jones what they haven't done before. I hope they don't give him away in a trade deal to bring in somebody else. I hope they hang on to this guy and start building around him. That's what I hope.
Well, that's what CBS Sports is saying about Drew Jones, and also saying, listen, grade A pick. Well done, Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
They're 34. They picked 34th as well. They got Landon Sims from Mississippi State. One of the Sims, which does he just walk through walls like on The Sims? You know what I'm saying? Does he lie straight down?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
And then the Hispanic Titanic is what they call Ivan Melendez. He's a first baseman out of Texas. They took him at 43.
I think overall, the Diamondbacks had a pretty damn good draft. Again, I just
usually do.
I hope they don't use these guys as trade bait. Like they've done in the past. I mean, we've seen guys, young, talented guys, go away from the Diamondbacks instead of them developing them and bringing them up to the big leagues. It doesn't make sense to me.
Do you remember that giant 6'5" cranium that used to work here before Keon did?
Yeah.
Before Phil.
Yeah.
Before Weird Phil.
Yeah.
Kaler the cranium. Big head Todd. I don't know what you anyway. So this giant skulled freak of a man who used to work for us. He said one of his favorite teams was the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And we're like, that's not a real team. He's like, oh, no, it's a real team. And he had gear. Well, turns out one of the Diamondbacks' first base prospects, Leandro Cedano, is playing for them. And he hit the hell out of a ball the other day, 527-foot home run.
Well, he got all of that one, didn't he?
Ridiculous. You have to start. Okay, that's a lot. That actually, was there wind? It didn't look like it was windy. Was there the gravity break for a minute? Because that is a shot right there. That is longer than any Major League Baseball home run that StatCast has tracked since 2015. That is wow. And he's like, he's like, I knew it was a home run, but he's like, that was amazing. I never think I can hit a ball that far. He says, I knew it was a home run. He's like, yeah, I got that one. He was just enjoying the moment. And they told him later, he's like, what? So that was pretty awesome, man. He's immediately been traded from the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that would be true of the Diamondbacks, wouldn't it? But back to this draft, this Ivan Melendez kid, he got the 2022 Golden Spikes Award. He's from Texas, which is a great baseball program. In case you don't know what the Golden Spikes Award, it's the best collegiate baseball player.
I'm not stupid, Randy. I know what it is. They dip the spikes in some gold. That's what a golden spike is. I'm not dumb.
No, they well, we'll just leave it there. Okay, Jeffrey.
I hurt my feelings.
But anyway,
I hurt my feelings.
And this Landon Sims guy from Mississippi State, he was part of a baseball staff that was, or a pitching staff for Mississippi State that was unquestionably one of the top pitching staffs in the country in collegiate baseball. So all three guys, I think, are excellent pickups for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And again, my only comment here, as we head into the second half of the season, is will they develop these guys and will they use them for good and not as trade bait? We'll have to wait and see.
They will develop them just in time to get rid of them. That's what the Diamondbacks do. Boomer Sooner says that freaking home runs over like 1.5 football fields right there.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a ball, man. How far did you ever hit one, Randy?
Oh, mine were towering shots. Probably snuck over the fence there in left field. Just, if the wind was blowing out, I probably snuck a few over left field.
Yours went higher than they went far?
Yeah, I got under them, and mostly I got lucky when I hit a home run. So, yeah.
Yeah, I never hit a home run.
You didn't?
I hit home runs playing some actual baseball with my pals, but whenever I played softball, that's why I started developing the chest level line drives, because I had some mental disconnect where it would just go thump and fall right before the fence. No matter what I did, no matter how I tried to pull it, no matter how I tried to change the way I was doing stuff, it would just go boom right before the fence. So I was just like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Back when I was playing competitive baseball, they weren't focusing on the home run. They were focusing on gap shots. They were focusing on hitting down the lines, left field, right field, placing the ball. It was more of a philosophy like Rod Carew had brought in, put the ball where they're not and learn how to hit the ball and help your team. Move the guy from second base, always hit to the right side of the infield or the right side so the guy can advance to third base. It was always a team mentality. Now it's a very independent mentality. It's about how far, like that kid hit that 500 plus foot home run. It's all about that. Get launch angle.
You'll live and die by it.
Yeah, launch angle, hit the ball here. You got to have certain bat speed. I mean, that's all they teach is home run. The game is really sadly changed.
Fed Fan says Jones is a terrific pick, and she called me dumb. Okay. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
I love my Charmin Super Mega Golden It's TP Gold, yeah. Charmin's got 6 rows in one. Lasts forever on my buns. Only super mega when I'm cleaning. Charmin's got my booty believing.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 regular rolls in one. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep. Thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARK.
Contractors, are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go. Serving all types of contractors of any size, licensed in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit cbialliance.com.
When you run a business, you need to be in control. And while you can't control everything that happens in the world of business, you can definitely take control of your utility expenses with the help of Harmon Solar. Give them a call and see how your company can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
Think you know about meth? Think again. Today's methamphetamine is far more potent, more addictive, and more deadly than ever before. Today's meth is often laced with the deadly drug fentanyl. In fact, deaths from meth use have doubled in Arizona. What can you do? Get the facts at thenewmeth.com and know there's hope and resources for recovery. This message is sponsored by the Substance Abuse Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
I'm here to tell you about a technological shocker. Believe it or not, you can listen to us on your smart speaker.
That's shocking.
Wow. What a world we live in. All you have to do is say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
Hey, Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. All right, we're going to move on to the NBA because I don't know if you've noticed, I'm kind of Russian. Not Russian like this. I mean, moving quickly because I want to get to football. I have a metric schload of football to talk about today. And I know Fed Fan ain't going to be happy about that, but oh, damn it, she's going to have to get over it because we're getting close. We're getting closer and closer. By the way, my wife mentioned something to me the other day, Randy, about your Arizona Cardinals. She's like, it's been really quiet. You don't really hear much of anything. The only thing that we've heard lately is that they might get a deal done for Kyler Murray by the time training camp starts. By the way, when does training camp start? And that Rodney Hudson has made his way back to the team. He had been a no-show, but I guess that they made nice. And now the only good player you have on the offensive line, except for that one other guy, is back.
Justin Pugh.
No, yeah, Pew.
Rodney Hudson will be anchoring that line.
Yep, Rodney Hudson standing right there in the middle, giving the ball to anybody of any height, really.
I think they'll probably get something done for Kyler Murray. He's complained enough, and Lord knows his real ballsy agent has quieted up a little bit, so Kyler can actually think and not be taken care of by this behemoth big mouth.
So,
but anyway,
why is it so quiet on the Western Front, man?
Well, I mean, what are they going to do? There's not a whole lot they can do right now. They're anticipating training camp, and
she's not even getting emails from the Cardinals saying, "Hey, join us for training camp," and "Hey, this is going to happen and that's going to happen." It seems like the Cardinals have been very quiet.
Yeah, they have been very quiet. There hasn't been a whole lot going on. I mean, I've been watching the news as well. It's been very quiet on the Cardinals' home front. And I guess, what are you going to do? I mean, you know that Hopkins is going to be suspended the first 6 games. I guess you just need to prepare and have everybody show up.
Can he do training camp, though? He can still go to training camp, right? Can he go to practice?
I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe.
I don't think he can practice, but I'm wondering if he can go to training camp.
I don't think he can be in the facility if he's suspended. But
he's suspended for the games. I don't remember seeing him say, "Well, and training camp." So
well,
you might be right, but
I think when he's suspended, he's suspended. He can't be around the facilities. Can't see anybody.
That's correct. So yeah, once you're suspended, for the duration of that suspension, you're not allowed to go to the team facilities or anything like that.
Not even in disguise.
No
fake mustache.
I don't think that's going to work.
Right.
Put on the Cardinals mascot.
Yeah. Big Red. There you go. Well, Big Red, you've gotten tall all of a sudden, and your outfit
Very
doesn't
fast,
fit.
and he just caught that pass.
And are those dreads sticking out from underneath your
Had a guy
head?
did that before.
Wow, Big Red, you're driving DeAndre Hopkins' car. How did you swing that?
By the way, speaking of dreads, Larry Fitzgerald is done. In fact, he's even just the other day mentioned Cardinal for life. He's like, I'm riding with the Cardinals. That's my team. So if you think that he was maybe going to shuffle off someplace else or whatever, no, he's just done playing. And I guess he didn't want all the hoo-ha of a send-off. How do you feel about that? Would you respect the fact he just kind of quietly went off, and sort of faded into the wallpaper, or do you wish that maybe he'd given us all a chance to give him a send-off and say goodbye?
I didn't expect him, Jeffrey. I've said it all along. I expect him to just quietly go away. That's
You
just
did
the kind
say
of
that.
guy he is. He is a non, pomp and circumstance kind of guy. He just goes about his business. He tries not to be a headline and not to give anybody headlines, so to speak. So I expected it. When he wasn't here last season, I knew it was done. So
you hear about the new corduroy pillowcases?
No,
they're making headlines. I hate myself.
No.
That was the worst joke.
No kidding.
I think I read that like in a second grade joke book or something. Wilbur seems to think he definitely can practice and participate in preseason games.
I don't know. It might be he doesn't actually start serving the suspension until the first week of a game week.
And I'll look into it, but it depends on the suspension too. Some suspensions you're not even playing in preseason. So let me go ahead and get that for you because I need to figure it out.
In the meantime, we'll get caught up here on the text line. First and 15 says, is Saudi Arabia worse than China? Money from criminal multinational corporations flows into all pro sports. Just saying, you shut your mouth or they'll close down Walmart. God damn you, First and 15. What are you trying to do?
But the difference between, working, having a league in China is that with the Saudi Arabian government, the people who are doing a lot of the criminal activity are the same people in the government. So I don't know. You could try and draw ethical lines there.
Well, First and 15 is right, though. There's no clean coming from anywhere. But China, that's more of an ideology, and they're up to no good. And at least they're trying to pretend like they're not. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's a different kind of thing, though.
See, I was just going to say, this is apples versus oranges. Yeah. You don't have NBA guys going to a league opposite of the NBA, competing with the NBA to be paid by the Chinese people. The NBA pays these guys. They just happen to go play on occasion in some exhibition game over in China.
Wish they wouldn't.
Now this connection that China has with the NBA, I don't understand all of that, but the players aren't leaving the NBA to go play in the Chinese Basketball Association, which is in direct.
Brittany Griner wasn't leaving the WNBA to go play in Russia. That's just where they all go to make the real money.
That's what I understand too. She was going over there in the off season to be playing, before the WNBA season, not only for training, but to make some more dough, make some more cash.
You listen to me very carefully, First and 15. If you keep this up and you say more, then all of a sudden I can't get a good deal on fake Girl Scout cookies at Walmart. I'm coming for you, buddy. I am coming for you. By God, I need my Chinese made goods. Fish Tank says, awesome pick by the Diamondbacks. Really hoping they trade him to the Braves in a couple of years for a veteran pitcher like they did Dansby Swanson.
Yeah, no kidding. They took Dansby Swanson several years ago, first overall, and immediately traded him for that pitcher. I can't even remember the guy's name because he was a total and complete bust.
Poof.
Shelby Miller, that was it.
Poof. Boomer Sooner says, yeah, I agree with Randy. Last time the Diamondbacks got this high a pick, they took that shortstop from Vanderbilt, and the kid is now killing it with another team because we gave him away after 1 year, Dansby or something.
Yeah. And brought over Shelby Miller, who you can see how that turned out.
FedFan has now sent diagrams of how stupid I am, showing that she will have no problem with the illustration that will go with what is likely to be a very negative essay for the $100 gift card to Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. Here's our other gal, Tiger Paws. By the way, Tiger Paws, great picture last week. Boy, that thing was probably high up on the list if we did judge the pictures. That was a great pick. She says some people using a Google map tracker said that the ball went over 600 feet and was traveling at 103 miles an hour plus. Damn.
Yeah.
This kid was not even on the radar until he hit that home run. He was not even in the top 30 of the Diamondbacks prospects.
Well, let's hope that's not the only big fly he ever hits.
We'll see what happens. I mean, hey, sometimes people's fortunes and careers can turn into dime, right? Smack.
Yep.
What's going on out there? What's going on out there?
Where, me?
Yeah, what's going on? You looked over there.
I was looking out the window because I live in the proximity of an air base, and I thought I heard some jets flying over my house.
Hey, what's the like a helicopter's buzzing my roof every now and then? What the hell? Am I allowed to complain about Can I swap them down if I felt like it? Is there like a level where
swap them down?
Maybe because they seem like they're flying really close to the top of my house lately. Just maybe put up a net, pull something.
Well, aren't you out there by Chandler Gateway Air Base or something? Chandler Gateway Airport?
No, we're not that. That's a few miles down the road, but there's no reason for a helicopter 3 or 4 miles away to be flying that close to the top of my house. I mean,
well, then all I can say about that is it could be one of those life flight helicopters.
Is
there a hospital in your area that takes?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. All the dumb rednecks out here dying from fentanyl. That's probably what it was.
I think that's Apache Junction. That's
not
in your neck of the woods, is it?
No, it's both. Where do you think these dumb rednecks get that stuff? Just take it straight up Ellsworth, man. That's what happens. All right. Well, that makes sense. Thanks, Randy. Now I feel better about that. Yeah.
You okay then? Okay.
Well, I was going to put a sign on the roof that said, "The wife no longer sunbathes naked." So they'll just find a different place to go. It's a lie, but I just want them to go a different way.
Huh.
Twitty says, I thought the Golden Spike is what they joined the Transcontinental Railroad with.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct. It was a pair of Golden Spikes. See,
yeah,
not so dumb after all, huh, Twitty? Donnie says, Brady played the preseason when he was suspended. Yeah, that's what I was asking about there.
I don't know what the situation is here.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing is the CBA changes from time to time, so you never, unless you're following it closely, you almost never know. But I looking at stuff here from Cliff Kingsbury that says he'll be a go for training camp.
Mr. Wilbur says, while Keon continues to waste his time looking for an answer that I've already resolved for you guys, look back at when Patrick Peterson was suspended. He played in preseason games and practiced, and then once the regular season started, he was banned from the complex until he served his suspension. So now Keon's retort to that can be, hey, I'm not used to looking into teams with so many shady bastards on it, Mr. Wilbur. My team never does that kind of shady. Oh, wait, it's the Washington Commandos. Never mind. I'll be quiet now. Boomer Sooner says, I think he's just buzzing your tower, Jeffrey. Well, yeah, I wish he wouldn't. The Big Risk says, was Dansby Swanson considered a bust when they traded him?
No, they included him in one of in the package for Shelby Miller. Not that Dansby Swanson was a bust. No, not at all. He was just a young prospect, and he was a former number 1 overall pick. And the Diamondbacks traded him away. Now look at him. He's just I don't know, winning world championships. That's all.
When he went to Atlanta, Big Risk, you're right. He went to the minor league circuit to revitalize his career and get himself going. So maybe he wasn't quite realized.
Well, he was still a youngster. He wasn't even with the team a full year.
Right. Would have been nice to see what happened here, though, huh?
It's called him and Max Scherzer. I don't know. Just a few guys, no names, mostly.
Who?
It's called player development.
Huh? We're Diamondbacks fans. We have no idea what that means.
They thought Max Scherzer would never hold up. His arm would never hold out.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Wish I could hear from him.
He's holding a very heavy ring on his finger, I think.
He got married. He had to pay the rent. All right. 1 hour down, 2 to go. Got some NBA and a lot of NFL coming up next. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Business people like it straight and to the point. So here it is. Bruce Jacobs here to tell you take control of your utility expenses by calling Harmon Solar right now. They can save up to 80% on that monthly electric bill with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Level your energy costs, protect yourself from inflation. How's that for straight and to the point? Here's more. Harmon Solar is a local family-owned company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar 800-281-3189 or go to harmonsolar.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Traffic.
Right.
This wagon commute is killing me. You mind if I turn on your old radio?
Oh, this song again. I swear they play the same 3 chants on every station.
This rate, it's going to take a fortnight to get to work.
Well, just be glad you don't need to fill up. I mean, have you seen the price of hay?
Mm-hmm.
Throughout history, people have always hated to commute. That's why Monster lets you search work from home jobs. Find your job at monster.com or download the app.
Did you book the Townsend's 10th anniversary tickets?
Alona's travel agency is overbooked and experiencing delays. She needs to land a new project manager to clear her business's runways.
Yes, Mrs. O'Hara, we checked. Pygmy goats do not count as emotional support animals.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canier with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Live from the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale.
This is KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock. Sandy Splendor. I don't know what that is. It's 4, right? Yeah. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. I'll tell you what, before we move on to the NBA and before we move on to the metric load of NFL, since we're talking baseball, let's keep it going. I say that it is now time for 4 innings with Keon Rose. That's right. It usually was 4 downs, and then football was over. Then it was 4 quarters. And now all we have is baseball. So 4 innings.
4 innings with Keon Rose.
All right.
And I don't know. We got a bunch of training camp stuff coming up around the corner. So 4 quarters may be back pretty soon. Or 4 downs, rather. We'll be back pretty soon. It's been a long time since I've done it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this here because we've got the Major League Baseball All-Star Game coming up on Tuesday. Home Run Derby is tonight. And I don't really sit down and watch the All-Star Game like I did, when I was a kid and stuff. So I'm thinking, when was the last time you sat down and watched and enjoyed the Major League Baseball All-Star Game?
Well, it hasn't appealed to me for a lot of years, not since it stopped mattering. Not since the outcome of the game actually had an impact on home field advantage. For the playoffs, the World Series, or whatnot. So, yeah. Just how long ago has it been since it's mattered, Randy?
Well, the All-Star game, it's been 4 years, 5 years now since it mattered.
Yeah.
So I haven't really watched an All-Star game. I think it's just a useless waste of time. And I'd hate to see somebody go out there and get injured in the middle of the season. Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you're going to make this game mean something like home field advantage for the World Series, then that draws the interest. As far as the home run derby, I don't even watch. I can watch it every night on any one of the channels that shows highlights, whether it's MLB.com or ESPN or Fox. It doesn't matter. They don't show good baseball anymore. They just show who hit a home run and how long it was, and there's stupid home run dances around the. I don't even watch it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Even before it stopped mattering, I was just kind of like, meh, because what happened was remember, Pete Rose killed a guy. A guy died on the field. He went right through a catcher. They just threw a towel over him and they kept playing, because that was back when men were men, right? But of course, then what happens is you get into get in the All-Star game there, and nobody wants to help the other guys, in their own division, have home field. So people who knew, they were like, well, my team's not going to make it, so they were just kind of lay off, and the other guys would be trying to kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? It lost its luster even before it stopped mattering.
Yeah, it completely did. And there were fans who were starting to turn against it, because you'd notice some guys were really trying, but hey, you send a Washington National this year. If it had mattered this year, they wouldn't be trying. Like, why? Why would you?
Yeah, it would never matter to them. They're in last damn place in the entirety of the Major League Baseball right now.
Are they?
Yes. You didn't know that?
No, because I haven't been watching it.
I don't blame you.
That disaster. And the stuff with Juan Soto, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Saw that this weekend. I'm sorry, my friend.
Just completely gross. The point is, the last time I watched a Major League Baseball All-Star game and enjoyed it was 2008. That was supposed to be the send-off for Yankee Stadium, and the game was fun. It was an actually dramatic back and forth.
What do you mean the send-off for Yankee Stadium?
It was played in Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium.
Final season of Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Did they blow it up?
The original Yankee Stadium.
Did they blow it up?
I don't remember what they did.
I don't watch that.
Maybe.
With people in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, of course not. But yeah, that game was a fun game, back and forth. Went 15 innings, but it wasn't a boring 15 innings. It wasn't a slog. It was really fun, and I have not enjoyed an All-Star game on that level since. And I was 18 too, so it's probably
you didn't know nothing.
You're growing up, and onso you get to a certain point, All-Star games.
Thought wrestling was real.
I wasn't that far removed from when I thought wrestling was real. No, so that was the last time I enjoyed it. I was just curious about what you guys thought there. Let's get to the second inning here, because the Arizona Diamondbacks had a surprisingly decent start to the season.
Was it though? Was it?
It's surprisingly in terms of better than expected. Still not good. Still not competing.
Moments that had us thinking.
You're still barely avoiding the basement of the division, but better than I thought it would be, honestly. So now we're getting to the second half of this season. Is the second half of this going to be better than the first half?
Better or worse?
Better or worse than the first half? Which direction are they going here? Is this they're playing a tougher schedule now, or?
Here's what you do is you get Randy's weather prognostication from the first hour, where he just says, it's just going to be the same thing. It's going to continue to be the same thing. It's just going to be the same. What do you say, Randy? Is it going to be the same, or is it going to be better or worse?
The Diamondbacks won 40 games in the first half. They are 21 games out of first place in the West. The Diamondbacks, I've already gone through their record in the second half. Their schedule in the second half. It's not going to be fun. I think they come out of the All-Star break against Washington, but after that, it's just a buzzsaw of activity. The Padres, the Dodgers, the Giants, they play the Mets. No, they're not going to have a better second half than first half. Hell no. They'll be lucky to win 63 games. Lucky.
Same.
I hope they get to 63, but I'm going to agree with you guys too. You take one look at that schedule. There's some relief with Washington. There's some relief maybe with the Pirates, maybe some relief with the Rockies. There is nothing else happening in the second half of this schedule, though, that would indicate that it's going to be very fun to watch the Diamondbacks, which is, deeply unfortunate because I watch the Diamondbacks every day. Third inning, just roll right here. Matt,
on the hot seat. On the hot seat.
Well, not yet. But Matt Olson, and I don't know if you saw the ball.
You talking about the call third strike?
Yeah.
Dear God.
Latest victim of bad officiating. Is this the worst?
Was so bad he couldn't even get mad about it. It was just absurd.
Completely. It was like
so to make sure everybody knows, this fella threw a pitch that was about 4 to 5 feet over to the right of the strike zone. And the guy's like, strike! Like, what? It wasn't just that he called a bad strike. It was with energy.
Gusto.
Like, oh, he gotcha.
It was like he decided in his head, like, when quarterbacks lock onto a receiver and it doesn't matter what the defense does, they're just throwing it to that guy. It was like he decided before the pitch, this is a strike, and called it.
Yep.
It was not even close.
And you could see Olson's mouth, like, are you serious?
Yeah. And at one point he was still in the dugout and they just had the camera on his face and he was like, that's bad. That's just bad. Like, he couldn't even swear. He wasn't even angry enough to swear. That's how stunned he was. Is this the worst call of the season?
No, it's not the worst call this season.
What is?
I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Just watch any game with Angel Hernandez.
You
stink, and I don't like There's a reason why he's the most unpopular umpire in all of baseball, probably in the entire world.
Is it when the guy foot was probably about 6 feet from hitting the bag and he called him safe?
That's another.
Was that the worst?
That's another really bad one. There's one you pointed out, Jeffrey, earlier in the season where it wasn't just one bad call; it was three. Yeah, it was just he missed the strike zone just completely.
There is and I'm not even gonna say it this last time. There is a problem. Major League Baseball has a problem with the umpires. When you have an umpire who harasses a starting pitcher for a team. And I'm not just doing this because it was Madison Bumgarner, but never looked at the guy's hand and then antagonized him to throw him out of a game. We have a problem. And when this guy misses a called third strike, oh my God, that ball was 6 inches easy outside of the zone. I don't know why that guy
a foot.
I don't know why that guy is even behind. I don't even know why he's getting paid. He should be reprimanded. He should be suspended. Major League Baseball has got a problem, and Manfred once again has failed to do anything about it.
Yeah, Randy, you're talking about the Olsen thing. That was feet outside. I don't think that was just inches. That was feet. That was ridiculous.
At least 1 foot, and I'm thinking more.
My answer on this is this the worst call? I don't know, maybe till the next one. Or the year's not even close to over yet. I think we wait and give awards at the end of the season, Randy. What do you say?
Sure.
Just hang on to that one for later.
Give some angry awards
because that is egregious. So let's get to the fourth inning here because we kind of took a look
on
the hot seat.
And we took a look at our World Series picks before.
You shut your face.
Mine's not working well. So here it is. Are you changing your World Series pick now that we're halfway through the season?
Okay.
The stopping point. You get to change things up here. Are you changing your pick halfway through the season? And if so, who are you changing it to? Jeffrey, you had the White Sox winning the World Series. I had the Blue Jays, which is not working. And then, of course, Randy had the Dodgers. He went chalk to start. So
something you need to understand, Keon, is when I say your mom, it's always going to be about a positive thing. It's never going to be about a mean thing. But yeah, your mom, because I think she's going to win it. She's going to win it all.
She's going to win.
All right. So here's what I'm looking at. I can't choose Dodgers. I can't choose Yankees, although they look poised to just wreck everything, right? So then you look at it, it's like, okay, Mets, Braves. Oh, God, I can't pick the cheating Astros. I picked who I picked. I'm just going to die with that.
You ride or die with the Chicago White Sox, huh?
They're never going to win. I guess if I had to pick anybody who's left that's not the Dodgers or the Yankees, well, the Braves do tend to get hot in the second part of a season a lot of the time. It's almost like they plan it. I guess I'm going to go with the cheating Astros.
Wow. How badly did that hurt you to say out loud?
Yeah, a lot. My testicles are aching, and not for the right reasons.
Well, Randy, I don't think that you need to change if you've got the Dodgers as your pick, right?
I don't need to change. I probably won't change. I'll stand pat with the Dodgers for now. I mean, I don't see. The Braves are probably going to overtake the Mets in the East. It's going to be a fun race to watch. I think that you should watch out for the Seattle Mariners. They're on a 14-game win streak, which is like a club record or something. These guys are playing out of their minds. I will go on record as saying the Yankees will not go to the World Series and they will not win the World Series this year. I don't feel like the Yankees have what it takes.
Yay!
So, but
I think Randy won. I think Randy won 4 innings.
Should watch out definitely for the Houston Astros in the American League.
So, hey, Randy and I agree on something.
I'm going to stick in the Yankees same division. I'm going to
take your face.
I'm going to take Tampa Bay.
Shut your mouth.
That is
Nobody cares you think.
My updated
Shut
pick.
your hole.
Well, it's 4 innings.
Put your head between your knees.
With Keon Rose. So someone cares a little bit what I think. Just
go play in traffic
slightly. I'd rather not. I don't think that's very fun. So I'm going to go. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I'm not picking the Yankees.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
I said I was going.
You should have led with that. Damn.
I'm sorry. I was trying to create a little suspense.
I take it all back. I
said I was going to stay in the Yankees.
I don't take all of them back. All but one
division. Thing. Well, I hope you take back the play in traffic thing. That's
I ain't telling you which one I'm not taking back. That's for you.
That was really painful.
That's just very mean. Anyway, so Jeffrey, you're with the cheating Astros.
No, don't write this down. Don't write this down and use it against me.
I'm not using it against you, but we got to when we get to the World Series. If they're there, you get credit, or if they're not there. So no, is that? Are you backing out of that or what?
No, whatever. I said what I said.
Okay.
I said what I said before. I was wrong, and I don't care if I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong about this. I'd rather be the Braves, and I don't know if I want it to be the Mets because I don't need Bruce Jacobs to ever be that happy.
Trust me, I don't need Bruce Jacobs to ever be that happy. Do you understand how insufferable Bruce Jacobs is going to be?
Stop right there, and the answer is yes.
Specifically to me.
Oh yeah.
If the Mets win in our division, no, that's not going to work for me at all. Dear God, please don't let it be the Mets. Let it be anybody else but the Yankees and the Mets. All right, that's the end of 4 innings.
There you go. Time to spare.
Yeah, everything flowed way better than I thought.
You're going to
like a bottle of Drano. It flowed like a bottle of Drano.
I'm a little surprised. It's never flowed that well before.
Back to the Yankees thing. You shut your face. Hefty Lefty says, "Why'd you call it 4 bases, Keon?" That would have been more sense.
That would have been way more sense.
Because then Randy and I would both get the home plate with him. Oh yeah.
Never mind.
He couldn't have that. I just got the first base with Keon. Hefty Lefty also says, "That's right, Randy. You tell them. Don't change for anyone or anything. You be you. Shut up, Dodger fan." Oh, stupid Hefty Lefty.
Well, they have the second best record in baseball. I don't see anybody. I do have a dark horse in the St. Louis Cardinals that I think will end up winning the Central. I don't know. I really, really, really like the St. Louis Cardinals, and I would like to see them go on to beat the Dodgers. But I just have a feeling the Dodgers they've invested way too much money in this team. So
I will root for them with you if we get to that point, Randy. I absolutely will. Because if I mentioned I hate the Yankees, but I really kind of almost hate the Dodgers. So I'll be right there with you, man.
Yeah.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, "Randy sounds like he doesn't even like today's baseball. Don't forget, there's a ton of interest in this year since gambling's legal in numerous states now, and most of us Americans don't bet much on soccer or stupid fake sports like tennis or WNBA. You guys are hating on something you haven't even watched in how many years? We're hating on an all-star game, Baker's Cocky Hens, not the sport." He says, "I'd rather see Drew Jones playing for the Diamondbacks in the all-star game than whoever got picked." What would Gallen know is Manaply.
Manaply, yeah.
So I hear the robot umps will work for free, and they haven't even formed a union yet. That'll be scary.
If we see the robot umps, it will be a very cold day in a place far below us.
FedFan says there used to be an executive golf course in my route, and it was funny how the police helicopter would fly around the course on Tuesdays. Tuesdays were Ladies' Day.
Huh?
Yeah, we were talking earlier about how the helicopters keep buzzing my house. Jagdog says, Jeffrey, maybe if your house didn't have like 5 levels, the helicopters wouldn't buzz the tower. Randy, can you get a crown on the rocks? And Keon, as you were, carry on, my good man.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't think he was standing attention for you, but all right. Wing Guru says using the All-Star game for home field advantage was the dumbest idea ever. Hopefully advantage should go to the team with the best record, not based on an exhibition game. You guys are nuts.
I appreciate
make the rules, but it made it more interesting.
It made the game more interesting. I didn't say it was the best resolve. The game right now stands for nothing. It's an absolute break in the action. You've got multi-million-dollar guys going out to play an exhibition game. And if the guy's on your team and he goes down with a season-ending injury, you're going to like that? Is it going to be amazing for you? I don't think so.
And the other thing that I wanted to mention earlier, but I forgot, was the home run derby. I kind of enjoy it still, but guys take part in the home run derby, and the pitches that get thrown to you in that are not Major League Baseball pitches. So what happens is guys screw up their swing going after a prize that doesn't mean anything. I just think the All-Star game would make more sense at the end of the season.
Yeah, batting averages dip after that thing. For the people who are in it. That's a fact.
Unless you're Pete Alonso. Everyone else, you're
screwed. They used to dip. Now they don't, because everybody's going up there trying to hit home runs. So they use the same swing plane. They put the same amount of power on the bat, trying to lift the ball out of the ballpark. So
we have a new texter here on the text line. A new texter already has the texter nickname picked out. Call him Mr. C. Mr. C from Happy Days says Ray Fosse was the guy that Pete Rose killed. That's right. He flat murdered him. He's dead. I mean, he still complains about the shoulder pain. He wakes up sometimes screaming, but he's dead. Died a death. His career did, for sure. She Skull says, I refuse to watch anything Major League Baseball with an all-star game. They try to make it fun. It's a waste of time. Just call it summer break and give the time off. Let them go rest. Any sports all-star game has gotten old and it's not worth watching. Keon, where will Juan Soto end up at?
I don't know. The thing with that too is just they said a couple of weeks ago they weren't going to trade him. They told him that. So he's mad now. Now the negotiations are dead because they put him on the trade block the moment he didn't agree to the contract that they wanted, which really, for him, they offered him a lot of money over a lot of years. Maybe he didn't want a lot of years, but this is what the Nationals do. They give you offer you a 15-year contract, and then everyone's supposed to be shocked when you didn't want to be locked into an organization that has no team right now. Like, there's no team. The roster is completely stripped bare. You got a lot of promising guys coming up through the farm system. So
are you talking about the Diamondbacks again?
No, I'm talking about the Washington Nationals.
The Nationals.
The Nationals will have a team that can contend in like 5 years. But then you know what's going to happen? If whether they win the championship or not is irrelevant, they will blow that team up too and start over. Happens all the time. I can't stand it.
Last Optimist says, I don't think I really want to hear you guys making it to fourth base on air. Guess what? We're also on video.
Hello.
Me neither. I would also not like that.
Gosh, always somebody. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. And you know what? We're getting into it. We got to, because there's so much that we need to talk about. Talking football when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
We've hit the halfway point of the baseball season, and you can turn big hits and dingers into big wins with FanDuel Sportsbook before the Midsummer Classic. Randy here from the Daily Blender. Right now, new customers can step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just sign up using promo code Randy1580. Place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. There's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now. Sign up, use the promo code Randy1580, and get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 in free bets. Remember, you've got to be 21 and older, present in Arizona, first online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
Baseball,
basketball, soccer, tennis. No matter what your game is, defense matters. Same thing goes for COVID-19. Help protect yourself with a booster shot, now recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible following completion of your primary series. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Contractors, listen up. This is Bruce Jacobs. Are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go, serving all types of contractors of any size and license in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit cbialliance.com.
Did you book the Townsend's 10th anniversary ticket?
Alona's travel agency is overbooked and experiencing delays. She needs to land a new project manager to clear her business's runways.
Yes, Mrs. O'Hara, we checked. Pygmy goats do not count as emotional support animals.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Baseball is in full swing.
See you later! A walk-off, 3-run home run!
And we've got the grand old game covered like an infield tarp.
How about that?
Who's hot? Who's not? We've got the latest news, score, highlights, and info from around the league all season long.
It's a camper and it'll go all the way to the wall.
We are your MLB hookup.
Looking up and it's gone a home run.
Get all the games you can handle on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic. Let's get caught up on the text line, and we'll move on to the next thing. Hefty Lefty says, I'm not a Dodgers fan. The only rooting interest I have in baseball is for Boston to lose. Well, they just lost their pitcher, old Sale. What the hell happened to his finger there? He got hit by a line drive. How bad was it?
Well, he broke his finger. It was completely, you see how your finger is kind of straight here? It's pointed in towards the ring finger.
Oh, like
it was ugly.
Yeah. Oh,
it was ugly.
Yeah, I saw him looking at it going, a still shot of him like, looking at it.
Yeah, I've never broken my fingers, but I did dislocate a finger one time when I was playing basketball. And I looked down at it and was pointing. It was my ring finger and it was pointing outwards. And I just had one of those.
As they say, for every finger you point at someone else.
Yeah, I didn't know who I was pointing at that with that finger. I was just, and I just looked down and was just like, oh my God. And just pulled it back into place as fast as possible because dear Lord, I didn't want to keep looking at it.
How did it go after? You have to go to the doctor? Or did it work just fine?
No, it worked just fine.
Just throw some tape on it, man.
It was swollen. I had to stop playing that day, but
right.
Lucky. Very lucky. Yeah.
I snapped the tendons in my fingers here and here. Somebody threw me a football and it kind of just hit my hands wrong. And those were in splints for a while. Boy, you're lucky you didn't have to have something like that going on. Random texter says, I think Major League Baseball players are all just playing for themselves nowadays. I don't think there's any real team camaraderie like there used to be. Baseball's a shame. That's not true. I've seen it. I've seen some camaraderie out there.
Yeah, there are teams out there that play as a team, and it's good to see that. Like the Orioles are playing as a team. Seattle is playing like a team. These guys are genuinely overjoyed when they win games and they celebrate together and they go out to eat together. It's like a brotherhood, but you're right. There are some guys out there that are just independents. And I think that's what the All-Star game is all about. It's celebrating being an independent ball player. And the home run derby is just stupid anymore. It's just dumb.
Boomer Sooner says, guys, I might be old fashioned, but with all the strife and hunger and crap going on in this world, it's very hard for me to listen to a guy that turns down a $490 million contract. Yeah. I told Radio Ron $500 million and that's it.
Yeah.
Why he did. He's talking about Soto. Oh, sorry. He says the Soto clown makes me ill.
I mean, yeah, but they offered him a deal and he has the leverage to turn it down. The thing is, they should have worked out a deal with him way sooner. Teams get guys that are as obviously good as Juan Soto, and they start working on that extension right away when they have the leverage to offer the guy less money than that. Now Juan Soto is good enough. He knows if he hits the open market, he can make more than that. So yeah, you might say he what is he crying about or whatever, but like he knows his value, and the team had an opportunity to work this through. I'm looking at Ronald Acuna in Atlanta. Ronald Acuna is a damn good baseball player. He could be talking about that kind of money, but the Braves started working that through with him like the moment they realized he was any good. Juan Soto's been that good for just about as long, and the Nationals took their time, they dragged their feet, and now here we are.
Kind of like
they are
they did
in
it on
Washington.
purpose.
They are in Washington.
Yeah, you know what?
Things take forever there.
And they didn't want to pay Bryce Harper, and they moved Max Scherzer because they didn't want to pay him either. And look, the list of guys after that championship team won in 2019. Why don't you try and pay those guys and see if you can win it again? Nope, that's not the Nationals' way.
Against the Spread says it's the dreaded dead zone sports week, fellas. I hate this week. It sucks because nothing's on. How do you guys manage this being in the sports industry? Well, first, we're not in the sports industry.
Yeah.
We're entertainers.
Yeah.
Keon's in the sports industry. We're just guys talking. But beyond that, it's never affected this radio show in the entirety of the time that we've been doing it, because we've always talked about everything. We talk about things, on a level that is not boring. And we're not mere mortals like these other guys. Listen, we ain't no Fox Snooze. We ain't no Espen Dumpf. We're not these other whoever the hells they are. If you didn't tell me this was that week, we would never know. We would never know. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. We run out of time before we run out of stuff to talk about. So Jim Rome agrees. Even Jim Rome, you've heard that promo where he's like, yeah, that's just it's a lazy take by a bunch of sports guys saying that this is a horrible week for you. No, there's plenty of stuff. There's always stuff to talk about. And we have the added benefit of we don't give a crap. So we can just talk about anything we want. In fact, actually right now, before we get on to the NFL, I got to pick our man of the day here in the Man Talk. And just when I thought I had it, well, then there was something else. It was upgrades. There's a lot of upgrades. Let me explain. First, I was going to give it to this guy who's suing the Bass Pro Shop. This guy in Springfield, Missouri, named Kent Slaughter. What an awesome name. Kent Slaughter. That's like a news guy name. Kent Slaughter, Action 5 News. Or Kent Slaughter just killed everybody at McDonald's. I don't know. Whatever. It's a great name. He's suing Bass Pro Shops for not honoring a lifetime warranty on socks. So he bought these socks back in 2014, 12 pairs of wool socks called Redhead All-Purpose Socks, and Bass Pro Shops owns the brand, and they said lifetime guarantee. So I guess this guy wore them a lot because in 2015, he'd worn through his first pair. So he takes them back and they replaced them. He's like, because it said on the label, these are the last socks you'll ever buy. Mm-hmm. And he held them to it. So they continue to honor the guarantee after that until last year. He goes in there, hey, got 4 pairs here, you can lifetime guarantee. Like, well, here's your new socks. And then he looked at them like, wait, these aren't the same socks. They were a slightly different version. And they said, well, these only have a 60-day warranty. He goes, what the hell? You can't call something lifetime and go back on it. So he ended up finding some on the website and it still said lifetime guarantee. He's like, what the hell? So he got those. And when they came in the mail, the packaging had been changed, didn't mention the lifetime guarantee. It's the old bait and switch. So now he's suing the crap out of them. And I was going to say, this man's a hero. You got to stand up. They've got to draw a line somewhere. And if they say it's a lifetime damn pair of socks, a man needs a pair of socks he can count on. Well, by God, you better make sure those are lifetime guaranteed socks.
Agreed. Yep.
Or don't put it on the package.
So if you've ever bought the Bass Pro Shops lifetime guarantee socks, well, you're probably listening to country music, so never mind.
Well, not only that, but who the hell wears wool socks in the dead of summer?
Or in Arizona, period. But okay, just in case you have,
okay.
You might want to jump on this guy's class action lawsuit that I'm sure is coming next. So you can look him up, Kent Slaughter. I'm pretty sure that guy's easy to find on the Facebook. But
Slaughter.
So he was going to be the man of the day.
All right.
He was. I was like, man, standing up for what he believes in. I appreciate that. But then this guy came along, another world record holder. And his name is Keaton. And what he did will Well, you'll probably say it's cheating when I explain, but he has the world record for suctioning 10 beer cans to his head.
Wow, really?
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got a weird skin condition that actually pulls oxygen, and that's what if a chilled can will stick to his big bald head. I kind of feel like that's cheating, but it works, and there's no rules against it. So 10 cans of beer stuck to his head. He goes by Handhead Keaton.
Look, we cannot give this guy grief or say he's cheating necessarily, because his skin allows him to do something, you know, that other people can't do. For God's sakes, how much credit did we give Michael Phelps for all of the gold medals that he's won? The man's feet are literally they're fins.
Yeah, I know. It's great. His mom made sweet love to a sturgeon. That's not his fault. He gets all the gold records. That's great. But he's part fish. You know that. I know that. We all know that.
Yeah. So like, it's not cheating. He just has that advantage, and he's using it.
He thought his dad had a mustache, but no, those little things who don't know if they're sturgeon like this. So then I thought, okay, well, this guy. And I'm like, nope. Now somebody else has got a record in Colorado Springs. A guy named Bob Salem. He's 53 years old. He has reached the top of Pikes Peak. Not a big deal. A lot of people do that, right? He's only the fourth person to push a peanut up Pikes Peak with his nose the entire way.
What?
Right there. This guy right here. He
push a peanut.
Yeah. You see the little cup thing on his breathing apparatus? That's to push the peanut with. Yeah, he went from the bottom, rolling a peanut all the way up the mountain.
Dear God.
Yeah, he said that during the day, you like go like 10 minutes at a time, 5 minutes. And then he was just like, no, I do better when it's like dusk or almost night. So you just started going up. Then now somebody had to watch him do this. This is an official record. And he also broke the record for how fast he did it in 7 days. The last time somebody did it was 8 days. So 7 days going
Knocked
up
the whole
Pikes
day
Peak.
off the record, huh?
But still, they pushed a damn peanut up there. And I'm like, well, this guy's got to be man of the day, right?
Clearly,
this guy right here.
He looked at climbing a mountain and went, that's not hard enough. I got to push a peanut up with my nose.
Yeah, and actually, now I guess it's not against the rules if you lose a peanut to then replace the peanut. He says it was about actually 24 different peanuts through the week. Some fell into cracks between rocks and went like on a cliff. He's like, I can't get that. So I just put another peanut there, keep going. It's about the act of, it's not about if you get hungry, you eat one peanut. Okay, put the other peanut down. You don't have to start over.
Eat a peanut that's been on Pikes Peak?
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Well,
Yeah,
I know you put the butter packets under your arms, so
That's
I have no
clean
problem
dirt.
with that. Oh, okay. All right.
I'll eat Skittles out of dirt. I don't care. Don't judge me. So then I thought, well, okay, first there was the guy suing Bass Pro Shops. Then there was the guy who stuck the cans to his head.
Yeah.
Then this guy with the peanuts. But no, I have your man of the day right here, right now.
Okay. All right.
There was a house in Lafayette, Indiana. Caught fire in the middle of the night last week, and a 25-year-old guy named Nicholas Bostic was just driving by, minding his own business. He's like, holy crap, that house is on fire. He goes over there, starts pounding on the door, and he hears people inside. He goes in and saves 4 kids and an 18-year-old from the fire. They were all in there sleeping. He saw the whole porch thing on fire. He ran inside, woke them up, got 4 out. And then you're like, wait, there's a 6-year-old still in there, a 6-year-old girl. He bounds right through the fire, which he said was the most intense thing he'd ever felt. And he goes in, he finds the girl, and he's like, oh crap. Oh, I forgot the way out. So he bounds up the stairs where he sees a window, and he jumps through the window holding the girl. At first he had to untangle, he got the curtain cord on her. He's like, oh, easy there. And then he jumps out the window, lands on his arm. He had the baby, the 6-year-old in his left arm, and he landed on his right arm. And he said, I grabbed her and I held her snug, and I ran up those stairs like a running back for the Colts.
Huh.
There you go.
That's why he's man of the day right there.
No, he saved lives is why he's man of the day. But so he got a little bit injured, a little bit dinged up, but his brother went on the GoFundMe to help pay for. So he had smoke inhalation pretty bad. I mean, he was out of the hospital pretty quick, but they had him tubed for a minute because he had the smoke inhalation so bad. And now, of course, he's got medical bills. And I'm like, shouldn't that just be free? Shouldn't the hospital just be like,
think?
You get the hero rate, kid? Now they've got $50,000 raised up for his medical bills, and he's going to be fine. But he said, yeah, he's like, if my house is on fire, I'd hope somebody do the same for me. And he's going to, of course, be honored by the fire department and stuff like that. But yeah, right there. Holy crap. This man right here is a hero.
I mean, until I heard this story, the guy with the socks was my vote. But yeah, I got to go with the lifesaver.
Mm-hmm. Well, it doesn't matter. I've already chosen.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input.
Yeah, I got to go with the lifesaver, Jeffrey. Who you voting for, Keon?
I got to go with the lifesaver.
Lifesaver. Keon and I, we both vote for the lifesaver.
Well, that cinches it. The guy from Bass Pro Shops, he is your man of the day. No, of course, it's the life-saving Nicholas Bostic in Lafayette, Indiana. So, yeah, everybody's okay. Everybody survived. Happy ending on that.
That's
story.
Awesome.
So
that is wonderful.
888-368-1580. The Jet says, say Pikes Peak peanuts 3 times fast.
No,
I don't want to. Mr. C says his mom made sweet love to a sturgeon. He says the content we tune in for.
Yep.
And he also says, this is a sports show?
No.
He says, who knew?
Only sometimes.
When we feel like it. Hefty Lefty says 1 hour a wheel of sports every day during the dead period. It could turn into that, but is yet to. Let's see. Big George says, hello, gentlemen. I'm on my way to my dad's funeral. The offer still stands. If you want to do the last hour of the show live from the wake, open casket at all, it'll be family-friendly event. Well, see, that's what keeps us away.
Yeah.
Did you hear how we started today?
Yeah. It was like right off the bat. Not family friendly. Prison Wallet says people who like dry feet wear wool socks. Yeah, that's who likes wool socks. Yeah, even in summertime. Even in summertime in Arizona, might sound crazy, but Randy, try it. If you like dry feet.
Whew. I don't think so.
I like dry feet in my mouth. No, I'm not like Rick's Ryan. I'm kidding. I just wanted to see everybody get uncomfortable.
Well, it happened.
That's just the grossest thing. Rex Ryan is like all into his wife's feet. I'm just like, even if I love this woman, that's feet. That feet, that's gross. That is gross. I'm gonna kiss
is it though?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
It to me, it's the recording.
Because here's the deal. If your feet are dirty, that's gross number 1. If your feet's got the dead skin on it, that's gross number 2. And if there's stuff under the toenails, that's gross number 3.
Little toe jam.
Gross number 4, that's feet. It's just gross. I know somebody's listening with a fat footage going, and don't judge me, Jeffrey. Don't judge me. Until you try it, don't judge me.
Where's Moist One?
Exactly. I think he's in prison. What happened to that guy? Let's see. The Jet says, no way his mom made love to a walleye. That's who. Have you ever looked at his ears and his eyes? And Hefty Lefty says, sturgeon love would be a good texture nickname. Write that one down. I agree. I do.
Sturgeon love. Okay.
It's like muskrat rat love, but sturgeon love. All right, we have to take a break. And by God, when we come back, we are, I promise you, talking NFL. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Looking for ways to shine bright this summer? With Summer of Dash Pass by DoorDash, get more member-only perks and discounts than ever before. The more you shop, the more you save, with zero delivery fees and access to exclusive items that make your summer feel easy and breezy. Sign up now with promo code RADIO22 for 50% off your first order up to $15 value. Dash Pass benefits apply only to eligible orders that meet the minimum order amount. Other fees, taxes, and gratuity may apply. Terms apply.
Distracted driving is dangerous, Arizona. When you pick up your phone to send a text message, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to take a call, you're putting lives at risk. When you pick up your phone to check an email, you're putting lives at risk. And now, when you pick up your phone while driving, it's also against the law in Arizona. Don't get a ticket. Don't pick up your phone. Sponsored by Arizona Chapter, National Safety Council, and Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
If you're rolling over your 401k to an IRA soon, but not sure if you want to go all in on this crazy market, here's what many retiring professionals are doing. How about a safe and secure IRA offering a contractually guaranteed 10% income bonus that grows 7% annually guaranteed? Your income can double in 10 years. Meanwhile, neither your principal nor your retirement income is ever subjected to a market downturn. Even if the market crashes by 50%, you get the 10% bonus. Your income keeps growing at 7%, and your principal may grow without losses, uncapped. You go up with the index, never down, forward, never back. Get a 10% income bonus with a 7% contractually guaranteed growth rate. I compare over 1,200 annuities with a fiduciary duty and can help you retire and stay retired.
Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so compare with leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. Visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
We know how it goes. You can't always tune in and hear your favorite shows and hosts.
Dude, look, I'm a loser. Okay?
It's cool, bro. That's why we post podcasts of your favorite shows and hosts. Listen when you want to. Listen on demand.
That is great and frankly kind of amazing.
Go to 1580thefanatic.com to download.
David Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and two things come to mind during the break. One is an email I got from the legal department reminding me that Michael Phelps lives in Fountain Hills and might very well hear me on this radio station say that his mom made sweet love to a sturgeon. And that's how of course, so they said, please don't do that.
Refrain.
And, yeah. He's also got some mental health stuff going on, so probably not a good idea. So I'll probably stop doing it. Maybe, I don't know. And the other thing was, Mr. C just came out of nowhere, didn't he? Just Mr. C gave himself a texture nickname, starts texting like a pro, and we don't know nothing about him. I think there should be like, you know how I remember inside the actor studio where that little fellow would always ask everybody the 5 questions. We should have a list of 5 questions for any new texter here on the text line, so we get to know them. Because a lot of times they'll show up and be like, well, I don't have a texter nickname. And we try to think of one. We say, tell us about yourself. And we learn a little something. But right here, we don't know nothing about Mr. C. So I'm a little curious right there. Hefty Lefty, that is not breaking news, but I will repeat what you were saying. He says, I just found a little word from CBS Sports that LeBron, AD, and Westbrook had a phone call to solidify their commitment to each other. These are the types of stories are the only time I regret setting my favorite teams on apps. Well, you're a Laker fan. You should be happy, or you wish they'd break up. Is that what it is? You wish they'd break up? We're thrilled because we hate the Lakers. So the longer they stay together and fail, the happier we are. I mean, what about our happiness, Hefty Lefty? Did you ever think of that?
So selfish.
God.
So Hefty Lefty is saying, the LeBron, Russ, and AD got together on a phone call.
I just picture LeBron James upside down, head dangling off phone, like, hi guys, just like a bunch of teenage girls on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's just work it out. I love you guys too. Come on. We're going to have the best year ever. I don't know. You guys were not very nice to me last time. Oh, he promised it won't be the same. You guys called me Westbrick. Well, not to your face. I mean, we've never called you that. You promise it'll be different? Will you guys actually show me some love and stop blaming me when you're hurt and you're old and we lose?
So
I don't need this.
So is this phone call called for a man card commissioner interaction?
Only if I'm right.
Because it could just be because, like, you know,
if there's somebody's twirling their pigtails well, I'm glad you said that because I really
AD's the only one that could twirl his pigtail.
I like you guys too. And I'm sorry when I said you should pluck that monstrous unibrow. I was just feeling hurt inside. And I'm sorry I called you male pattern LeBron. I'm so sorry. Best friends forever.
I think they're doing this for Russ's sake more than anything because they tried to trade him. And let's be honest, it was LeBron and AD trying to trade Russell Westbrook. And then,
so
of course,
you're
there were
saying
no
that LeBron
takers.
and AD got together on the phone and said, what are we going to do about the third wheel?
Let's make him believe he matters.
Well, they couldn't trade him. His contract is terrible. He opted in, and so now they're stuck with him.
Listen, it wasn't us, Westbrook. It was Genie Bus. So it's us against them. Come on, buddy. Be your friend. Be your friend. Carry the team when we're injured all the time, please. You can do it, buddy.
Are you sure there's nothing the man card commissioner can do about this?
Well, like I said, only if I find out that it was like a bunch of dumb teenage girls sitting there. Oh my God, then yes. But it sounds like it was just a pep talk where they realized, oh damn it, we're stuck together. This is gonna be this way again. Now we got this new coach that we have to teach how to stay out of our way. Yeah. Yeah. So far, until I see record of the call, I cannot call this man card violation.
Wow.
But it sure smells bad, don't it? But I love it. I'm so glad they're still together
because it worked so well last time.
Mr. C wants to know, what are the 5 questions? Oh, I don't remember the Bernard Pivot questions that they would ask on that show, but I don't think those apply. We'd have to come up with some questions.
Yeah, we'd have to. Well, where you come from, Mr. C? What color's your hair, Mr. C?
No. We don't care about
what
that.
kind of shoes do you like, Mr. C?
Also don't care about that.
What's your favorite TV dinner, Mr. C?
Well, that might not be bad, but I'm more about who are your teams? What do you do for a living?
Well, those make a lot of sense. I mean,
Do you have a criminal record?
Well, there's that too, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I might not be such a wise ass. If I might get shanked, I might be like, noted. Noted. I don't know. Well, I guess we're gonna have to come up with those questions. The new texter questionnaire. That would be something we'd have to do. Swave Dave says, was Michael Phelps' father a podiatrist? Was he a foot surgeon? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Well, how can you go on after that?
I guess the spread says, listen, people, you listen to me and you listen to me good. Money can be made during the dead zone. Albert is 24-1 to win the home run derby tonight. That's a great value play. Also, the Cardinals are 18-1 to win the National League. They always heat up in August and are screaming by right now.
Well, they just got done with a seriously bad slump. The team was playing like garbage, but they're now, I think, a game behind the Brewers in the Central. I expect them to overtake and to win the Central with ease.
There you go. So trust me on this. Against the spread is right more often than he's wrong when it comes to the gambling advice. So I would take that to heart.
I am worried about the Albert Pujols and the home run derby because it is exhausting. You have to go up there and swing, multiple rounds of a tournament style thing.
Ageism. You're an ageist.
I'm not an ageist, but Albert Pujols is like 43.
I'm like 52. Why? I still I could win the home run derby.
I don't think any of us could win the home run derby.
Well, they didn't invite me. I told you guys I can hit a baseball, and especially one the way they throw them for this stupid thing.
Okay, but you'd have to hit it out of a major league park, though.
And
Dodger Stadium.
Easy. I'll do it. I'll prove it to you the minute they invite me. Last Optimist says it isn't a slow news week. I mean, today I was just looking at how much the Big Ten months for meteorites for each team start. You really got
that
meteorites.
voice to text turned on you so fast.
They want 80 to 100 mil per team per year. Notre Dame trying to get 75 mil per year starting in 2025. They might be better off financially joining the Big Ten. So yeah, we are going to talk about the college stuff, just not today. We are going to talk about that more tomorrow. Last Optimist. And he says Texas Tech is offering $25,000 to every player on the roster. It's a new standard for NIL.
Well, they can't. Yeah, they can't actually do that. So I'm sure we're talking about their booster group is doing that. The school can't actually do it.
Intern main event. It was not 10 questions. It was 5. It wasn't it always 5? I thought it was always 5.
I thought it was always 5.
But you know what? She's right. She's right. It's 5 questions with variations on each. That's why. That's
okay,
She's
gotcha.
got it. And now I have it here in front of me, and we can't use it. I'm going to copy and paste it, though. Thank you for sending that. I'm going to copy and paste it, and then we're going to Blenderify it. We're going to Blenderify this so that it works with what we're doing here. Thank you for that, intern. I sure appreciate that. And I think it was called the Bernard Pivot quiz or something. Against the spread says Pools. Albert is actually 57 years old. He never did roids, but boy, he definitely lied about his age, didn't he? Them kids coming up, you see those phenom kids. They're like, I swear to God, I'm 12. Ask my wife. Ask my kids. They'll tell you. Foobar 1000 says, so LeBron, Westbrook are going to go in the bathroom together and eat a cookie dough. How sweet. By the way, howdy. Hi, Foobar.
Howdy.
Can we start talking football now?
Please.
All right. I'm going to let you guys choose. I got quarterbacks. I got running backs. I got wide receivers. I even got kickers. And then I got the NFL business stuff. So we could start any place you want.
It's like a variable choice here.
Lots alike.
Don't freeze up on me, guys.
I'm gonna go wide receivers. I'm really interested in.
Okay. What do you say,
Wide
Randy?
receivers.
You want wide receivers, Randy?
Why not? Let's go wide receivers for 50. Wide receivers for 50. Jeffco.
We're not scoring this.
All right, I'm ready. Go ahead. We're ready.
These aren't
wide
questions.
receivers for 50. Go ahead.
We're already on the show. We don't have to answer questions.
Yeah. All right. We're ready. Keon, ready with the buzzer? All right.
No,
here we go.
there's no buzzers. This is just me talking stuff about NFL stuff. And this is all about the wide receivers now. You put the buzzer
Wide
down,
receiver for
That's-
50.
Okay. Randy asked if I was ready with the buzzer.
All right. Are you ready?
Nobody's buying that your clicky pen is a buzzer.
All right. Here we go.
I'm acting as
Here we go.
I'm using it
The
as a buzzer.
buzzer. Yeah.
You
Got
can't
a
use
buzzer.
the buzzer. I haven't even asked the question. And
All right.
this is not what we're doing right now.
D-Hop. Arizona Cardinals. They win?
No, that's not. You're not even close. No. I'm not talking about some dude doing dope. I'm talking about a guy who is trying to realize a dream. Turn off.
Tim Tebow for $50.
He's not a wide receiver. He was a tight end. Turn off the music. This isn't helping, Randy. It's not helping. Turning up the music is not the same as turning it off. Hefty Lefty really wanted the kicker news. Well, they chose wide receivers. So
wide receivers for $50.
Once again, not a contest.
All right,
not
here we
a
go.
contest.
Ready.
Oh, leap's sake. This is it's very. I can't. I start trying to think of the answer when you play that music.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are you going to ask a question? You're going to hold Keon and I at hostage.
I'm going to hold you hostage. You got to turn off the damn music. I'm not asking questions. We're just, I want to talk about Devin Allen. You guys talked about him while I was gone, who went out there and he's listed as an Eagles receiver, but I don't think he's done anything yet. But he went out to the World Athletics Championship and he had qualified, and then false start, 10-yard penalty, first down.
I think he was just disqualified. He had 100th or 10th of a second too fast on the start.
Well, I think that's boo-boo. I think
you kill him, man. Sorry.
Was that 100 milliseconds before they fired the gun? So it was a false start.
False start. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then now he's out. That was it. That was the end of that. So, I mean, I don't understand. This kid he's not really played football, not really, and now he's on the Eagles.
But he can run the hell out of places. Yeah.
I mean, this is just NFL coaching arrogance. There's some coach that just saw that dude running and went, I could teach him to catch.
Speed kills, man. Isn't that what Andy Reid says?
And
Speed
now we
kills.
know that this guy's going to get a lot of false start penalties.
Maybe.
I mean,
maybe.
Yeah. Most of the sight impaired referees in the NFL probably wouldn't notice it, though.
100th of a second, that's not going to pick up on their radar.
All right, guys, we'll be back. More NFL in the next hour. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
We've hit the halfway point of the baseball season, and you can turn big hits and dingers into big wins with FanDuel Sportsbook before the Midsummer Classic. Randy here from the Daily Blender. Right now, new customers can step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just sign up using promo code Randy1580, place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. There's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now. Sign up, use the promo code Randy1580, and get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 in free bets. Remember, you've got to be 21 and older, present in Arizona, first online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Baseball, basketball, soccer, tennis. No matter what your game is, defense matters. Same thing goes for COVID-19. Help protect yourself with a booster shot, now recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule an appointment as soon as you are eligible, following completion of your primary series. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
KQFN Tempe, also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240 Rolling Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rhodes in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And Keon just doesn't get it. Keon doesn't get it. He's not been married. He doesn't get it. He doesn't know what we go through. Like me right now.
Doesn't get what?
What we go through. Let me tell you something I just realized. So let me explain. You know, you ever have maybe a reaction to some like laundry detergent? You ever have that?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we've been using the same laundry detergent. I'll say the green stuff in the green bottle for years and years. Perfectly fine, no problems. She got this stuff in a yellow bottle, And one day I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, some reason my penis burns, and some reason the cracks in my thought, like the right by the groinal area, the cracks in my thought, they're burning. I'm burning on fire. Like, oh my God. So of course I tell her, honey, it's burning. She's like, what have you been up to? What? I haven't done nothing. What are you talking about? And I said, well, I think it's the detergent. And so, okay. So she's like, all right, well, I'll only use the green stuff for your stuff, and I'll use the yellow stuff for my stuff. And I do my own laundry a lot too. I try to help out, I'll go down there and I'll wash stuff. And I think I've realized, and it's something that Keon hasn't run into yet. Now I think I know when she's upset with me. Because right now my crotch is burning. I think she may have washed my shorts in the yellow stuff on purpose.
Oh boy.
Because this is uncomfortable.
No, it's not being.
Yeah. So soap sensitivity is a real thing.
That is real. I remember one time I changed from the stuff I usually use, because I went to the Walmart and they were out of the detergent I usually use. So I just used something else. Because what the hell could it possibly matter? It's soap.
Right.
Nope. I had a rash on my back for days. Days and days.
Now imagine if it was not your back.
Yeah, no,
but your front.
I am sorry for you, man. I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, and I just I tested my theory and I'm right. So the yellow stuff does that. She knows the yellow stuff. So I have to think this is intentional.
What would she be upset at you about?
Dear God, I'm sure there's a list. And if I listened, I'm sure I'd know.
See, Keon, this is where he goes wrong right here. He thinks that Alex is upset at him. He also thinks that Alex is at some point in their relationship had a crush on Aaron Rodgers
for many years. Yes, she got over that though. She did get over that when he got really weird. It was only recently that her crush ended. But yes, I was pretty sure, because she'd be pausing it during the State Farm commercials. She'd always talk about, oh my God, how amazing Aaron Rodgers is, and she's a Cardinals fan. And there's a lot of clues. Also, she did deny it and gets quite angry when I say these things.
Maybe
so you think his groin burned before.
Hopefully,
I'm
she's
just
not
saying,
listening right now, because
no, I'm pretty sure she's not.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is just something, men, just listen, the advice I'm going to give you, just don't piss off the wife. That's it. That's all. I don't even know what it could be that caused her to use that detergent on my skivvies, but it feels intentional.
Your thought that it might be intentional it could be validated more if it was just one pair of underwear. Like just one day of punishment.
I'll let you know tomorrow. Hefty Lefty says, don't let her watch highlights of Zach Wilson. He's the one you got to worry about.
Oh boy.
She's not a cradle robber. That's just kind of weird. That kid's way too young, although it doesn't seem to bother him, does it? So we were talking wide receivers. Well, let me get caught up on the text line here real fast. 888-368-1580. Random texter says, have you guys talked about ASU leaving the Pac-12 like weeks ago? And I'm sure we'll talk about it some more later. Fubar 1000 says, let's talk which team is going to win their respective division with all the massive moves that took place during free agency. Who are you talking about? Baseball, football? Who are you talking about?
I'm guessing we're talking football.
Well, we'll get around to that. Rex Terra says, false start sucked. Kid would have won too. Yeah, 1/1000th of a second. But you jumped the gun, man.
Yep.
Last Optimist says, Andy Reid knows from family history that speed kills.
Oh,
Listen to
boy.
his wisdom.
Oh, wow.
Mr. C says, from sweet love to a sturgeon to my penis is burning. Went from the blue stuff to the yellow stuff, huh? Kiss the Cook says, wait till Keon washes his delicates and normal dry them. What?
Wait. Who do you assume washes any of my clothes now?
He did say Wait until Keon washes her delicates and Normal dries them. Oh, what he's saying is,
okay, gotcha.
Women get very. We have special little weird mesh bags that I'm supposed to remember to stick a bra in.
Maybe you're right.
Cowboy Sparky says, little blue oyster cult for Jeffrey. I'm burning for you. Against the Spread says, as a Bears fan, I can't think about the upcoming season because it's too depressing. Week 14 is the Bears bye week. Other than that, there's nothing to look forward to. What are you talking about? You got N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, you got N'Keal Harry. You got Justin Fields. You got the defense. What's his name? What's his name? The linebacker. Oh my God.
All I know is they've got Devontae Parker. They got Brian Pringle. They got Velus Jones and Equanimous St. Brown. That's all I know. As far as who you're talking about.
Equanimous
Jones.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough go for the Bears this year.
Oh, come on.
We were trying to help against the spread be happy, and you just ruined it.
But it's true.
We just spent time, Keon, building him up, encouraging him.
Yeah.
And now you just came in here with one sentence and sent him right back to Boo Town.
Honesty on radio.
Against him. What do you got against the spread?
Why do you hate against the spread?
Against the
spread you just destroyed him.
Has made me money. I want against the spread. I want to be.
Well, he's not going to make you any more money. I'll tell you that, Dan.
I want to become the hand that feeds you.
I want to be completely honest with against the spread. I would hope that if against the spread,
but you don't have to just completely kill his hopes, his dreams, everything. We're trying to say honest, positive things.
All I'm saying is I hope that if I was walking around just, I don't know, lamenting to nobody in particular about how my Commandos were going to be terrible.
He doesn't like us, Jeffrey. He's saying that against the spread's text to us was to nobody in particular.
No,
he was just reaching out in the universe somewhere. Wow, he hates us now.
Against the spread. F you, Randy and Jeffrey.
I didn't know that you could leap that far.
Just sort of on fire.
All I'm saying is, I hope
Keon must have already found a new job.
I don't need to text into the show, so I would be lamenting out loud somewhere to no one in particular, where somehow against the spread could hear me, and if he saw me just walking around lamenting about how bad my Commandos were, I hope he would pat me on the back and go,
and now he's not even going to be on the show with us. He's just going to go walk around.
Just us. It's back to you and me again, Randy.
Just saying, I hope he would tell me that my team is as bad as I think it is.
Right now, I feel like he might punch you in the mouth.
I sure hope not. I'm being honest.
Randy and I were being kind.
Yeah.
You could be kind and
didn't have to be that honest.
No.
You could have just.
I said it's going to be a rough patch.
What did your Nana say? Didn't your Nana ever tell you if you don't have anything nice to say, don't
say anything at all?
Do you know how much of our show is not saying nice things about many different topics?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Really?
The Daily Blender.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? These allegations are unfounded.
Wow.
And I'm sorry.
It's almost been 365 days of me on this show.
Yeah. Almost.
And
nothing you're not going to make it either.
I know.
Wow, Jeffrey.
Nothing means ever been said.
Here,
we've had shorter runs.
Wow.
We've had shorter runs. Against the Spread says nothing wrong with the brutal truth, fellas. I'll always give you guys my bets. Much love.
Thank you, Against the Spread.
You're not helping Against the Spread.
Yeah, you're not helping. I mean, Keon was just being mean.
Yeah, I'm just standing up for you. Now you just trashed us against the spread.
Yeah,
what
are
the
you
hell?
doing against the spread? We're
What's
trying
your
to
problem,
stand
man?
play in the gap for you, man.
Oh, I guess there's other shows you're going to listen to now, huh? Is that the way this is? Jeez.
Yeah, just hit us and then leave, huh? Here you go. Here's a gift basket for you to catch a taxi. Get out of here. What are you, Derek Jetering us? Is that what you're doing against the spread?
Someone who cares. Yeah.
Wow.
Just us again, Randy. Just us.
Just you and me, pal.
I guess so. Doc Mike says, my wife has only two big gripes with me. One, I don't listen to her. Two, I don't remember what she said with the other one. Random texter sends a blank to just nothing. There's just a space. You just send us a space. Thank you. Hello, Fed fan. Hefty Lefty says, it's a rule in track that they can't be faster than 1/10 of a second after the gun fires. Wait, what that was after the gun fired? Technically, he wasn't early. It was a stupid rule for track to use. He pretty much timed the gun and guessed correctly like a drag racer. If you watch the slow-mo, he wasn't even the first one off the blocks. Guy next to him was 200th after. Well, didn't they disqualify that guy?
I don't think so, because if you're the first person to get disqualified, then if you're the first person on a false start, you're the one that gets in trouble.
And then it shouldn't have been him. It should have been the other guy who was, he was the quicker. Oh, I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah.
Number one Rattlers fan says, will you guys stop arguing before I pull this radio station over and give you something to cry about?
Oh, jeez. Jeez. It's not enough that Keon was messing with against the spread and ruining his life, that he ruined our life. Wow.
Boomer Sooner says there's a Doc Mike on a radio show and so-called 20 years ago I used to listen to. Just want to know, is that the same Doc Mike? Geez, Boomer Sooner, what show? I don't need to say it on air, but I'm sure he knows. So
was
Doc
it here
Mike,
in the Valley?
Are you the same? Big Risk says, I just bet my whole paycheck on Julio Rodriguez. That's right. I bet $300 to win $2,196. So wish me luck. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Good luck. I would not advise you to do that, but good luck if you are going to do that.
Maybe, if $300 is your paycheck, I'm just going to say this. In-N-Out Burger pays like $20 an hour. That's all I'm going to say. And also, that's good information for you, Keon. Cardinal Art says, can I please have a cold brew for me and my little bro, Doc, and a weather forecast, Randy?
How old's your little brother? I need to know that first.
Oh, we got to card your little bro.
Yeah, got to know. I can't just hand out beers just willy-nilly. Yeah, I've got to know how old your little brother is.
Yeah,
but here's a brew for you and a weather forecast. Hot. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Kiss the Cook says, Keon, I'll take the Bears against your naked Washington team. Worst record buys lunch.
His Washington team is naked? Is that what that said?
That's what it says. I'll take the Bears against your naked Washington team.
Well, if my team gets to be clothed, I'll take that bet. Yeah. My team does have to wear clothes, though. They can't be naked.
Says his bro is 31, so it's all right.
Oh, well, then it's good. There you go. Yeah, Cardinal Art. There you go.
No, he mistyped 13. Oh, you're screwed now, Randy.
Damn.
Oh,
now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble.
Big Risk says, don't worry, everybody. That wasn't my whole check. That was just the leftover. All right. All right. Just saying. No minors allowed. That's not true. Fluffy Bunny or whatever. Remember Fluffy Rabbit? We got a minor listening. He works in the mines and stuff, and he's a geologist. Who is it?
I think it was
Floppy Bumper.
Floppy Bumper. There you go.
Mm-hmm. The last time we talked to him, he was going down to Ecuador or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was nice knowing him. Boomer Sooner says Jim Rome, SoCal. His name was Doc Mike DeTola. Okay. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Doc Mike, you should still be listening. He was listening 5 minutes ago. All right, back to the wide receivers. So Jamar Chase is being very cool about his low Madden rating. I guess they gave him like a 87. And a lot of people are freaking out saying, 87? How in the hell could it be 87? He's a much better receiver than that, but they've already given the rankings for Madden 23. He's not even in the top 10. Did they get it wrong?
Well, this is just my theory. Okay. Just my theory. I think they do this on purpose.
Why? I think 17 guys in front of Jamar Chase.
I think they do this on purpose because look what's happening. Media all across the country is talking about Madden ratings, Madden football, Madden 23. See what I mean? It's like Jerry Jones' philosophy on any sort of publicity is good publicity. You see
they
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
done this if John Madden was alive.
Well, they did. He was alive just last year, and we went through the same thing. And I've been pondering this. They do this every year, and there's these supposed snubs where, like in this case, there's 17 guys ahead of this is ridiculous. The Madden got it wrong. They're being silver foxes, is what they're doing.
You may have something there.
Free advertising. So
pretty sure it's the only thing that makes sense.
Of course, they got it wrong. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? Of course they did.
I think you might be onto something there. Would you put
they did.
I think you might be onto something there. Would you put Amari Cooper ahead of Jamar Chase?
No.
Would you put Keenan Allen ahead of Jamar Chase? Close, right?
Close.
Terry McLaurin?
I love Terry McLaurin, but no.
Mike Evans? Not lately.
No.
They gave him a 92.
I mean,
Justin Jefferson?
That's another close one.
Justin Jefferson thinks he's going to be the number one receiver this year now that Devontae Adams is somewhere else. He says he's the best receiver now, but I will be after this year. Okay, good luck with that. Stephon Diggs, you put above Jamar Chase?
Above Jamar Chase? No, I don't think so. If I had to choose between the two guys, I'd take Jamar.
DeAndre Hopkins.
I would put him above, yeah.
Okay, so that guy. Tyreek Hill above Jamar Chase, yes or no?
Right now, yeah.
Cooper Kupp?
Yeah, you gotta
got him a 98.
I mean, you look at what Cooper Kupp's been doing lately.
So you're not going to say that Devontae Adams is worse than Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase should be mid-range, like 5, 6, maybe 7th place on this list. And I think you're right, Randy. That is going to get people talking, isn't it? He says for himself, he says, listen, I'm going to keep working. Extra motivation. He's like, whatever, man. And that's the right attitude.
Yeah, I mean, the guys that take to Twitter and have these long rants about how Madden was wrong, that's the wrong attitude. I like the way he's looking at it.
And that feeds into my theory. You get these guys that got snubbed and their egos take over. And now all of a sudden they've got how many hundreds of thousands of followers?
Yep.
Bam! Yep. Instant notoriety, instant publicity.
How about this one? Josiah DeGuara. Would you put him above Jamar Chase?
No.
Do you know who he is?
I don't.
He's the guy on the Packers saying, with Devontae Adams gone, I want to step up. Hustle that hair. You're adorable, little nobody. Third-year tight end says, I'm going to make the difference.
He's a tight end. Oh, good.
Says, not an elephant in the room, but Devontae's gone, he says. All the balls that he got were much deserved, but so there's opportunity for guys to step up, and I'm going to try to be one of those guys. And I've been cut? What?
Yeah, like Sammy Watkins is still on that roster. Alan Lazard is still on that roster. Amari Rodgers is still on that roster. I know that Randall Cobb is old, but Aaron likes him. He'll probably get passes before you get passes.
And this makes it even funnier. He's like, yeah, physically, obviously, my knee, it's a big deal. I got a bum knee. But I'm being able to stay mentally strong. So,
oh, my God.
Jeffrey,
this guy is third on the depth chart. Hold on. You got to get past Mercedes Lewis and Robert Tonyan first. I thought.
I know I've got a bad knee, but I am mentally strong.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to step up.
Quit talking about Devontae Adams being gone. Try to get to the first of that tight end group before you start talking about.
Try to get to number 2 first.
This right here shows you a couple of things. One, well, God bless this guy. That's what you want out of him. You want him to say these things. You want him to think these things. You want him to work for it. And by God, who knows what will happen, but probably not. The other thing is, the sports writers have nothing to write about. If they're asking this guy questions and talking to him about things, dear Lord, it's slow out there.
I really think that websites and newspapers everywhere just send some of your writers, send some of your staff on vacation this week because they got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if this was a proper sports show, I would totally take this week off. Maybe 2. Doc Mike says, I've never won a smack off. Well, that's not answering the question. Are you the Doc Mike from the show? Last Optimist says, I thought Washington did go commando. That would make sense.
It would. That's you know what? That's fair.
Nostramarcus says, all this Jamar Chase talk reminds me of my starting wide receivers from the Premier League championship team last year. That's right. That's me. Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson, and Jamar Chase. That'll never happen again. Yes, we do remember. And that, I got to put together 3 golden blenders because of COVID. We never got a chance to present. So now I got a whole bunch of work to do on these things, to create the golden blenders, but we're going to award them soon. Hefty Lefty says, Randy is spot on about Madden just doing this for publicity. They have to do everything they can to distract people from the fact that their game is a roster update from 4 years ago. 2K does the same thing. You're right. The game doesn't, they do little weird things that the kids love. But in general, gameplay, it's just the same game over and over and over.
And I don't know, the weird glitches, like it feels like they're getting worse than they used to be. It's weird.
Big Risk says, who was the highest rated receiver over 99? And that was Devontae Adams. And he says, yeah, they do it by category. So maybe his route running wasn't as good and that drug his rating down, or maybe his durability was low. Categories don't matter. Could have lowered his overall. Or Randy's right in his publicity. I could go either way with this. I'll be honest with you.
I think it's a little bit of both. It's like, here's something we can have an excuse to kind of ding him on a little bit. Because Jamar Chase, look, the Bengals were really good in that first year with Joe Burrow, but they weren't going to a Super Bowl. Then Jamar Chase shows up, and he was so good, it didn't matter that their offensive line didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gotta give him credit for that. Guy shows up and team goes to a Super Bowl. That's better than a bunch of dudes on that list that he was behind. I think there's a publicity angle to this. Has to be.
Big Risk says the Derby is starting. J-Rod is leading it off. And Doc Mike says, with apologies to Bugs Bunny, could be. Oh, so there you go. There's your answer. Could be the SoCal guy. All right. We must take a break. When we come back, again, now we're done talking wide receivers. It's going to be quarterbacks. It's going to be running backs. Might even be kickers. Let's find out when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
Major League Baseball heading into the All-Star break with the All-Star game on Tuesday night at Dodgers Stadium. The American League minus a 1.5 plus 168 on the run line, while the National League getting a 1.5 minus 205. On the money line, you can get the American League minus 102, the National League minus 116, the over-under sitting at 8. As baseball heads to the second half of the season later this week, the Yankees the favorite to win the World Series at plus 300. The Dodgers right behind them at plus 350. The Houston Astros plus 450. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwiners.com. Save 75% when you use the promo code ACTION75. Experts.winnersandwiners.com. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. And if you haven't heard, the show is now noon to 2 p.m. Monday through Friday. The majors in golf are done. Is there going to be a mass exodus to the LIV Tour about to happen? Major League Baseball All-Star festivities, the rest of the Major League Baseball season, and NFL training camps are about to report. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event Monday through Friday, noon to 2 p.m. here on 99.3 1580 The Fanatic.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep. Thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARK.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Did you book the Townsend's 10th anniversary ticket?
Alona's travel agency is overbooked and experiencing delays. She needs to land a new project manager to clear her business's runways.
Yes, Mrs. O'Hara, we checked. Pygmy goats do not count as emotional support animals.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by interviewing on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Admit it, you love the action. You love the excitement.
For a touchdown.
You love the big plays.
Sideline, the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5, rock and roll, touchdown.
And you love the big hits. So do we. The NFL. We've got the games you want and the info you need. Listen for the latest 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for the NFL.
Welcome back to the Daily Blender on this Monday, July 18th. Home Run Derby getting underway, and that means it's the halfway point of the baseball season. You can turn some of these home runs and big dingers into big wins with the FanDuel Sportsbook before the Midsummer Classic that's happening tomorrow. Right now, new customers, not nude, new customers, first-time customers can step up to the plate with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just sign up using promo code Randy1580. That's Randy1580 to place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. Pretty stout field this year. You got the two-time champ Pete Alonso from the Mets, Kyle Schwarber, Corey Seager, Juan Soto, my personal favorite, Jose Ramirez. I look for him to do well. Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Albert Pujols. You can make your bets from that field, and maybe you win. But even if you just make a bet and you lose, listen, FanDuel's going to take care of you. There's no better place to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook right now and sign up using promo code Randy1580 to get started with your no sweat first bet up to $1,000. Remember, you got to be 21 or older, present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Well, you should call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Thank you, Randy. 888-368-1580. Lacrosse guy is on the text line, says, God, I missed you guys. Long vacation, which is code for prison stay. I'm glad you got out, Lacrosse guy. Glad you got out. Enjoy the new tattoo. Big Risk says J-Rod is killing it. Earned the bonus with two 440-foot homers already. He hit 32 homers in the first round.
Wow, good for him.
Mr. C says, all right, I just poured out all the yellow stuff laundry detergent here in the hut. Thanks for the public service announcement.
Wow.
Well, that doesn't mean it was going to do it to you. It just meant the stuff in the yellow carton burnt my stuff. So, yeah. Sorry. Hathy Lefty says Julio just opened that contest 32. He says, I got an idea for the home run derby. Have them hit off a pitching machine that's set at 100 miles an hour. The homers will start to leave the stadium, which is fun to see once in a while. If there's a tie, they have 5 balls swing off with it set at 105 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, you know what? I like changing it up because the way it is right now, they're just lobbing the ball in there. Throw it here so I can hit home run. Oh gosh, I'm so tired of seeing home runs. I don't even care. Don't even care.
I still enjoy it. It's still impressive. And
how can you enjoy it? If anything, they should go up there and have a dance off. Since these guys want to dance all the damn time, don't hit the home run, just dance.
A bat flipping competition.
Yeah, do that because people are more interested in that than the home run.
I don't think so. I think home runs. I mean, there's a reason why the league has changed all the kinds of stuff that they have to try and produce home runs.
Yeah,
they want the scoring to go up. That's one way to do it.
Rob Manfred is drunk.
We have breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news here on the Daily Blender.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news, Randy White would kindly like you all to get off his damn lawn.
Yep, that's right. No, I want my game to come back so it's exciting anymore. It's just,
it may not.
I don't even watch the damn highlights. I read about it on Twitter.
Can we get back to football? I want to get back to football.
Yeah, fine. Let's go back to football.
I mean,
let's hurry before they turn that into just a passing league. It's all they do is pass the ball. It's got to be 50 yards or longer because that's all that matters in football is how far you pass it.
All right, cranky pants. I'll let you decide. Are we talking quarterbacks, running backs, or kickers next?
Well, let's just talk kickers. How about that?
All right, smart ass. I got one right here.
Good.
So Marquette King is angry. Marquette King used to be a high personality punter.
Okay.
Thought he was Pat McAfee. Turned out he was Marquette Cuttable. He wasn't.
He was with the Raiders.
He was more mouth than he was foot. How about that? And so now he's come out and he said, John Gruden, he cut me without even meeting me. I think it was hate. And here's the thing: you got to pump the brakes. So here's the thing, Marquette. You were a loud, bombastic personality. You talked a lot of bleep and you pissed a lot of people off. It is possible for somebody to look at somebody and say, I don't think that personality is going to fit with our squad. And maybe his numbers, whatever. Just because Gruden said some racist stuff doesn't mean everything he did was motivated racially. He was a guy who was trying to win football games. He didn't have a completely white team. And what he did, it was just completely inexcusable in those emails. But you can't turn the thing around and bring attention to yourself and say, well, it's because he was racist. No, you're an asshat. And your punts weren't as good as they probably should have been towards the end. And that's just the way a career in the NFL goes. So I don't know why he's stepping up right here trying to say, oh, it's because Gruden doesn't want me there because he's racist.
So what did he think about the other 31 teams that didn't sign him?
Right.
Because everybody's like field position matters. And as much as we clown on punters and kickers, like teams still look for guys that can do it well. Why didn't he get a job in the other 31?
The reports were Gruden. It was like, it's more about his personality. I don't think he's going to fit in here. Not because he was black, because the guy was an ass. That was the situation.
And even if he wasn't an ass, like if you have a big personality, do I want the biggest personality in the room to be my punter? Teams think about this stuff. Like there's a reason most punters don't say anything. They don't want to be noticed. I just want to kick the ball, flip the field position, and go back to the sideline and hang out.
And hopefully get back to the sideline without breaking any bones because I had to make a tackle.
Listen, he went on to the Broncos. Okay, he goes off the Raiders. He went to the Broncos. What happened after that? Were the Broncos racist? You can't blame everything on that. Now, fair is fair. Gruden's got some stuff he's got to answer for. That's for sure.
Yeah, without question.
Playing as a two-faced human being, where you go out and you're hanging out with your players and you're, hey, buddy, how's this? And then with your white fellas over here saying racist stuff, well, I think they call that a good old-fashioned racism. But as far as this goes, Marquette King, come on, man. Come on. All right, so that's the only kicker thing I've got.
That's fair. I was actually stunned that was a category unto itself.
I was just lucky to have that one. So running backs or quarterbacks? You get to choose this time, Keon.
Let's go quarterbacks.
All right, fair enough. And I hope Donnie is still listening because the poor Vikings. They're now saying an ex-linebacker is saying Mike Zimmer just didn't like Kirk Cousins, and that's why that they always had so much trouble. Because Mike Zimmer didn't like him, didn't respect him.
Didn't like him or respect him?
Not gonna lie, that seemed pretty obvious. You were watching the game.
Body language or even things people said was enough. We didn't need you to tell us that. But here's the thing: don't you wonder why? Why do you think it is? Why would Mike Zimmer not like Kirk Cousins? Kirk Cousins just hit 30,000 yards, like one of the four guys to do it in 115 games. So it's not like he's completely incompetent as a quarterback. Yeah, I think he's a little bit of a dimwit, a little bit of a bimbo. But for your coach to be like, I just don't like this guy.
Yeah,
is that why the Vikings have been bad?
It doesn't help when the head coach just kind of has it in for your quarterback. Because the way that I always perceived Mike Zimmer's relationship with Kirk Cousins was they met the very first day, and Mike was like, "I don't like your face," and Kirk was like, "Can they do anything about that? Can you cover
Did he really
it?"
say, I don't like your face?
He did not say that.
Oh, I was gonna say that'd be amazing.
My personal
I
feeling,
don't like your googly eye, coach. Now what?
I just the way the relationship because it didn't seem like there was anything Kirk could do to make him happy. Kirk Cousins has been a good quarterback, productive quarterback. I think he gets paid too much for what he does, but he's not bad. Like you could build a team around Kirk Cousins.
Did Zimmer get saddled with him? Was this something the GM did, bringing him in? Or does Zimmer
that's true.
Zimmer
and Kirk Cousins, or Zimmer and the GM, who I can't remember now, but at the time, they were not on the same page.
Well, you don't take it out on poor Kirk Cousins. You judge him by his play, not because your ex-wife, is your, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. But you know what? It does make sense if you've watched Zimmer and scratched your head a lot of years.
Yeah, you're like, what is he doing? Well, he's trying to sabotage his own quarterback. Maybe not intentionally, but that's the result of all of his actions.
So, all right. Well, I guess there could be one reason Mike Zimmer is unemployed right now, and it's probably for the best. Okay. Let's move on to Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson. He has decided just now, I would have thought maybe you would have figured this out sooner, to stop using the nickname AR-15. He's a quarterback whose number is 15. His initials are Anthony Richardson, but I guess it was finally the last straw after what happened in Florida. He's like, okay. He's like, I talked to my family, thought about it. We're not going to use the nickname AR-15. The current apparel line logo, which features a scope as a part of the branding. He said that's gone. Well, the nickname is only a nickname. AR-15 was a representation of my initials and my jersey number. Oh, BS. And he says, well, with all the mass shootings, he's like, yeah, for now on, it's just AR. It's just AR. And I want to be known as M16, please.
M16?
No, I just made that up.
Yeah, I think that is just
change his number.
Again, I am shocked it took this long for him to realize that, but he got there eventually. But yeah, guys get nicknames like that. I remember, ages ago, when he was in the league with the Utah Jazz, Andrei Kirilenko wore the number 47.
Mm-hmm.
He called him AK-47. It's just like, I understand, like you have that nickname and so you get attached to it, but the current climate is not one where that nickname is going to be very helpful.
Having a nickname other people call you, there's nothing you can do about it. Branding yourself and creating a business and a clothing line based on that, you do bear some responsibility, I guess, at that point, if you're going to try to be any kind of a role model, I guess. All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, boy, we got a lot of NFL left over, so we'll talk more NFL tomorrow, but we got the Wheel of Sports on the way. We got On This Date in Big Georgia sports history. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep. Thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PARK for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code PARK.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. But what you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
I'll ring you up in a second. Kim, can you see if we have more acid wash?
Desmona's thrift store is the spot for killer vintage finds.
Oh, that looks fabulous on you. Hey, can you do the register?
But her sales clerk situation feels pretty threadbare.
Oh, yeah. Let me clear out that fitting room.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Earn up to $500 in sponsored job credits by conducting interviews on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Does your company need bonds? Hi, this is Dave McKee, president of Constructors Bonding, inviting you to learn how our team can deliver better bonding than any competitor anywhere. Our relationships with every major surety get you the credit you need fast, and we never stop working to exceed your expectations. Call me personally at 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 to learn how Constructors Bonding is your solution to better bonds.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
Before becoming a professional announcer, I took the announcer oath, which forbids me from misleading listeners.
Just wrap your heads around the reality of that.
That means I speak the truth when I say you can listen to us on your smart speaker. Just say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and we have time to talk a couple of running back stories here. I just want to get as much NFL in as I can before we go.
You sure you don't want to save it because this is such a slow time of year? Sure you don't want to save that for tomorrow?
That don't affect us. We are not the mere mortals of sports talk radio. We're the Daily friggin' Blender, man. So Leonard Fournette ate somebody. He ate a person.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he showed up to camp at 260 pounds.
He ate
a
person?
Pretty sure he ate a guy. Or at least a couple of full turkeys. I don't know what, but yeah, he showed up at 260 pounds, and man, he is so lucky that Bruce Arians is now in the front office and not down there on the field cursing his ass out. He didn't go to the non mandatory voluntary OTAs, and now you know why. He was eating his feelings, and he was eating the feelings of everyone around him. He was eating the feelings of people down the street he didn't know. He ate 228 to 260 in the offseason. They're like, we just spent 3-year contract money on this guy. We just paid this man. How the hell did you get to 260? You better be able to drop it as fast as you put it on there, pal.
I wish that it was one of those situations where it's like he showed up at 260, but you know what? It was all muscle.
Right.
No, like he's wearing his number 7 uniform in the training camp picture, and it is stretching around the gut area. It is not a good look.
Oh, Leonard. We've all put on a couple, but holy crap, man. 32 more pounds. You have to try hard to put on 32 pounds that fast. Holy God.
Yeah, that is, you're not doing the off-season workout plan, obviously. And then on top of that, and look, Leonard Fournette, young man from Louisiana.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news here on the Daily Blender.
This is breaking news.
Hefty Lefty reports that Eddie Lacy has just sued for copyright infringement. He will see Leonard Fournette in fat court.
Eddie Lacy is the original.
Yeah. Dear Lord, Leonard. I don't want to fat shame somebody, but come on, fatty. What the hell, Pudge? Come on, you bulbous pile of crap. How do you get paid that money and show up 260? I don't want to fat shame, though.
I mean, you're a professional athlete. Staying in shape is literally part of your job. Is that for the rest of us? Look, it would be weird if I could somehow gain 32 pounds in a year just eating.
I'd love to try.
Why not give it a go?
If somebody said, I'll give you $100,000, Jeffrey, if you can gain 32 pounds between, say, January or February and, July, challenge accepted.
But you could still do the daily blender at the end of it. He's not going to be a good running back with his weight being fat like that.
How old is the guy? He's 21.
Can I run downhill? Oh my God. And I feel bad for anybody who's overweight. I'm not trying to mock people who have issues, but this guy is a paid athlete. That's all I'm saying. And it's astounding. I wonder if it could be a part of the thing. He just got paid. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he doesn't want to play anymore. Maybe this is just his way of sort of getting out of it. I don't know.
I don't know if it's trying to get out of it so much as, hey, I got the contract. I got the money. Maybe I take my foot off the gas a little bit. I relax.
Honey, have you seen the kids? Oh no.
Were they somewhere near the table?
She's fine. She's fine. She's got a little ketchup on her. She's fine. Oh man. So, we'll see how long it takes them to whittle him down to a playing shape. This is just more bad news for the Bucks. Okay. How about this? Good news for the Cardinals. Cliff Kingsbury's like, hey, Eno Benjamin, that's a potential starter right there.
Okay.
Who are you trying to trade him with? What are you doing, man? It's Eno Benjamin, man. We like him from ASU. He was dynamic in college and, but really? Do you think Eno Benjamin, you see him as a starter? Or is he just trying to talk somebody else into this?
This is Cliff Kingsbury we're talking about. This is not the GM, old drunk Steve Kine.
Yeah, but they all play nice together.
Yeah, but I think this is somebody that he's talking up, Benjamin, because he's going to be leaning on him to be taking up some of these starting reps because last year let's understand the running game wasn't that strong, especially when we lost the starter.
Hold on, I got to yell at my dog.
Yeah, he's got to be using his platform as the head coach to like you said, make guys feel good about themselves because that's something that the coach can do too. Coach can go to the media and criticize guys. The coach can also go to the media and put that positive reinforcement out there, and then guys hear in the media, the coach thinks I could be a starter. It helps people's self-esteem. So
Justin Pew, he agrees that Benjamin could be a starter. So that guy I'll listen to.
And sometimes it does happen where guys come in the league and they make that name for themselves. They've got a little bit more burst than what everybody thought. It's happened before. I mean, and the running back position, it happens more at that position than I think any other position where a guy comes in and actually he can give you much more than what you thought.
By the way, I apologize for having to go yell at the dog. The gal came in and was dusting, and he was attacking the duster.
Yeah.
I had to rescue.
He's a good watchdog. Yeah.
Did he get his mouth on that? I hope he did. Yeah. Well, he's got allergies. We'll find out. Number one Rattler fan says Fournette had twins recently, and he's not able to get into his routine. Well, he may have used to had twins. He's eaten at least one of them. Blissful Hayes says, have you heard about the flag football being the Olympics? Oh, yeah, we talked about that weeks ago. I can see the NFL moving to flag football. That would be horrible, though. Here's the thing. All right, just simple question. Which would you rather have? I'm taking Keon's, this or that. All ready? Would you rather have this or would you rather have that? Would you rather have football become safer, losing the helmets, maybe losing some of the things that cause the concussions and watch flag football or robot football?
Ooh, robot obviously football. Robot football. Yeah.
Friggin' A, right. I want that robot. Ever since they had Fox, football had that robot guy. I was like, oh, they should do that. They should do that. And now they got them robots that can climb fences, jump through windows, and carry guns. We're all dead. But, I mean, at least before we all die, them sons of bitches should be playing football.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Yeah,
Then you see these like ridiculous. And here's the thing: if somebody jumps up and bam, makes a tackle, and the robot gets destroyed, well, then you got to play like a guy short for I don't know for the rest of the half. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Then you got to fix them up. You got Cruz on the sideline putting robot guys back together.
Yeah.
No, I like this. The more you talk about it,
I would rather see the NFL turn into robot football where you have guys sitting there controlling them, or no guys, AI. And then turn into flag football. So what do you say, Randy? Robots or flags?
Robots. Yeah, I don't want no flag football. Come on, man.
And Keon, you said robots?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When the dog was barking, did we agree that Eno Benjamin has maybe been overstated, or do you think maybe he is a starter?
No, I think it's encouragement from Cliff Kingsbury, and it's going to encourage Eno Benjamin to be working hard. He probably, probably showed up at the mini camp and was producing well there, and he probably is coming into camp. He probably is there early at the camp, and he's working out. They've seen him, and the guy's ready to go, ready to play football. Let's go.
All right. Number one Rattlers fan says Fox Sports robot's called Clyde. True story. Even if it was wrong, I don't care. I mean, it's just that's animated.
I thought it was Cletus too.
But he's not even real. That's not even a real robot, though. Tell me when it's real what the name is. Then I'll
wait a minute. He's not real?
Animation.
He stands there with the guys all the time.
That's a cardboard cutout, man. Or it's a computer generated.
Wait, computer?
Yeah.
Looks real to me, Jeffrey.
I want real. Don't come at me with no damn computer generators. No. Cardinal Art says if Cardinals decide to use air raid offense, Benjamin fits the offense. Hey, pour me another one, Randy. It's humid hot, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's the worst kind of hot, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Let's do this before I forget. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1923, the Philadelphia Phillies owner, William Baker, demanded that the police arrest 11-year-old Robert Cotter for pocketing a foul ball hit into the Baker Bowl bleachers during the Phillies game against the Chicago Cubs. After the young spectator spent the night in a house of detention for grand larceny, Philadelphia Municipal Court Judge Brown freed him, saying he was just following his most natural instincts. Can you believe that?
Wow.
If you didn't give the ball back, they'd accuse you. So you kind of like you have to give the basketball back when you're watching an NBA game. But if you get a puck, usually you've also got bloodied, so you get to keep that thing. If you get you get a baseball, you get the bat. So football, the guy can throw you a ball, but if it goes in the stands, I don't know. I guess you don't ever see the football errantly go off in the stands.
Yeah, not very often, but usually you just get to keep it.
Yeah, maybe a punt.
Yeah, a punt that goes over there, or a quarterback throws the ball away.
Well, here, this kid was just like, hey, I got me a foul ball. And he's like, no, I'm keeping this one right in his pocket. And so I guess because of this case, everybody was like, well, that's horrible putting that poor kid in the jail in the Hooskow, even in 1923. And so that's when Major League was like, hey, maybe we should change something. So the Phillies then became the leading team to allow fans to keep balls hit out of play. And so that, they were at the forefront of this because of this. And now the rest is history.
Well, and now it's come full circle because they put nets all around the stadium because we're afraid that somebody's going to get hurt
because idiots are on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's full circle. They didn't have phones in the stands.
Oh, that's true.
So he's sitting there cranking. Edna, Klondike, 5 people. Oh, God. Oh, Edna, they should have nets. Find me that video. Screaming Eagle says, hey guys, I only get to listen to bits and pieces of your show, but I gotta tell you, you're the most entertaining and sometimes educational show.
Oh boy.
Well, quite by accident if it's educational.
No kidding.
Hefty Lefty says, you got to give soccer balls back. It sucks because those are like $160 a pop. What? No, they're not. Our charity bought soccer balls like $5 a piece for the kids.
Even like a really high quality soccer ball, 160.
Well, then again, the footballs, they say they're like $500 a piece for the NFL.
Well, they've got all those sensors in there.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know they were putting them in there yet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You made that crap up.
No, they have the sensors in. They got the sensors on the players too.
Well, then the
Well, yeah, so they
sensors
can
should have
track
picked
the
up Tom
speed.
Brady inflating them or deflating them. No, I don't believe you. There are no
Okay.
sensors. There ain't no
Okay.
damn sensors.
All right.
There should be. I'm
All
all
right.
for sensors. Put the
Hey.
sensors in there. Are there
I could be
sensors?
wrong.
Yeah.
You never know.
Ion, is he full
Well,
of crap?
I don't think so because I don't, but it's been pretty recent because they want to track the velocity of the throws and all of that other stuff. So they're tracking player speed and throw speed, and that's where they get all of those stats about
Why
how
don't they use
fast
them?
his Aaron
Football's got the
Rodgers
sensors
releases.
in them, man.
Why don't they use those to track whether it's a first down or not? So we don't have idiots out there with
It would be too much common
index
sense,
cards.
man.
Well, we wouldn't want to put the chain gang out of business. The guys on the sideline with 10 yards of chain.
You think
what
they
about their
don't-
job security?
You think they can't use geo mapping or anything, geo tagging, anything like that to determine that 10-yard first down or not? Come on,
yeah,
man.
GPS is as accurate as you need it to be
Oh,
for a first
come
down. Hey, listen, the GPS on my car, I got a special load jack on my muscle car. It thinks it's a couple of doors down. My wife a couple of times has had to look at the garage being like, what the hell have you been up to, mister? I'm like, no, I don't know nothing. So, all right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish.